Sunlight fading on my skin, learning where to start again. The ocean washing over me, finally setting myself free. I'm letting go, let it bloom. No more looking back at you. Just the water, just the wind, where the healing can begin. Horizon, open space. I can slowly blur your face. I'm letting go, let it bloom. No more looking back at you. Just the water, just the wind, where the healing can begin. Just the wind.
Hello. Hi, friends. How's everyone doing? I am just getting started. I'm a little disoriented right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Because I'm trying to. So I am extremely still overwhelmed between work and this live stuff. I am. If I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, I knew Discord was gonna stress me out, and so after book club Saturday, I kind of just ignored Discord for a minute. But now I'm getting to y'all's messages. I promise I'm getting to it because I just needed a minute to breathe. So I'm getting to y'all's messages. I promise. Is I'm literally answering messages as we speak. But how's everyone doing? Oh, he's about to piss me off. I'm trying, Mia. I'm trying. I'm just overwhelmed. What's up, Q?
Doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Not what are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm overwhelmed, but I'm okay.
Damn, son, I'm sorry to hear that. I like your shirt though. I can't read the rest of it, but I like the way the letters look.
It says, "Who's a good boy?"
Yeah, I like your shirt. That's kind of funny.
Oh, W Tiff in the chat. We stand Tiff.
Hi, Ty.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
Damn, YouTube
How
is
are you,
super
Ari?
delayed. The
What?
fact the fact that you're still hearing the theme song on YouTube side is
I still
wild.
hear it too. What do you mean?
That's because I'm saying YouTube is super delayed.
Oh,
Because I can hear the start of the live from YouTube in your background.
in my background?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I didn't realize that was me. I thought that was you.
No. I'm like, what is
I
happening?
forgot I was also watching on YouTube.
Take a nap. How's everyone's? Is it Monday? It's Monday. How's everyone's Monday going?
It was productive. I got a lot of cleaning done. And I wore a very cute outfit.
W Tiff forever. Like Stan Tiff. W cleaning too.
W Tiff.
Bro, I literally just, like, for a couple days just don't want to do anything. I feel like I'm always on go. Just like, I just want to do anything for a couple days. Like,
Just take
nothing.
like a 3-day weekend.
I just, like, yes, I just want to bed rot. Oh my god, if I could just bed rot. Oh my god, if I could just bed rot. Like, please. The desire, the overwhelming desire I have to just bed rot. That'd be fucking amazing. Sorry, I'm taking you guys' orders down.
Just take time off from your job and
I can't. I just do it.
you don't get like vacation time.
Yeah, dude, but when like the whole program depends on you, you can't just do that. You can't just take off of work.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Get the fuck out of my face. You're about to piss me off already.
Yo, what did I do?
She'd come back to no job.
No, she'll come back to a job.
No, I wouldn't. You know why? Because you don't fucking listen. So I would give you instruction and you would not hear anything I fucking said.
Yo, I take jobs very seriously.
And did you hear what I just said, or were you not listening again?
I heard what you said. What I'm saying is, like, if you gave me instructions on your job, I would take it very serious.
Yeah, my job has to do with white supremacy, and you can't even tell me what benevolent misogyny is.
Do you have to tell kids what benevolent and misogyny
You have
is?
to tell teachers what benevolent misogyny is.
Yo, I can argue with teachers. That's fine.
It's not arguing with teachers. It's teaching them about it, and you can't even tell me about.
You're teaching
Oh my
teachers.
fucking
Okay, never mind.
god!
Never mind. Yo, I thought you were
I'm gonna crash out. He's gonna be. Chat. How many times have I told y'all that I'm a teacher that teaches teachers? Thank you, Frey.
Well, honestly,
You kind of proved the point just now.
maybe I
bestie.
shouldn't fill in for your spot.
Yeah, you
But we
didn't
can
even know
find
what
somebody
she
that
did.
can.
I'll do it, Ari.
Yeah, because he's gonna make me crash the fuck out. I swear.
Ty,
to
what's
God.
benevolent misogyny?
It's when men pretend that they are. Okay, sorry. It's when men pretend that they Shit. Wait.
See?
An
I
example.
can't do it
No,
either.
wait.
I can't do
Shut
it
up.
either.
Shut up.
I
Shut up.
can't do
Shut
it
up.
either.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Wait. An example. Wait. I just read this. Wait. An example is like when
No,
men
not
say
an
that
example. We
women
want
need
the
to be. No, I'm gonna
definition.
give an example because I'm too high for this shit. An example is when a
Thank you,
man
Heather.
says that you need to link arms with a man in order for women to be protected, right? Because it's the idea that in order to be a good man, right, or that what a good man is just not the other guy, and that's still being misogynistic. You're just sort of being complicit about it, or being like pretending that not being violent about it means that you're part of the solution. I'm too high for this. Something like that.
Oh my god.
What?
I have a question.
Yes, Solid.
This is great.
Is benevolent misogyny always infantilizing?
Yes.
That's all I needed.
What did I say that was wrong?
So, Ari, would you let Ty take your spot now?
Yeah. Because I won't be high when I do it, obviously. Or at least less high.
Sal is the only one that I would allow to take over my spot at my job. Honest to fucking God. At this point.
This makes me feel better. Thank you. Thanks, Ty.
Oh my God.
I could do it with without being in the clouds.
I feel like that nursery rhyme, Three Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed, was racist.
It was. And you know, I love Gracie's Corner because Gracie's Corner, they did the song and they changed it to Three Little Pandas or Five Little Pandas, however many fucking pandas.
That's xenophobic.
No.
So you know that song, What Sound Does the Letter Make?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
sound
that's
does
really
the
about the
letter
imperial
make?
court taking over and spreading English in order to do erasure in indigenous populations in the global south.
Oh. Gracie did all that?
Did you hear that part where she said, "Kuh, kuh, 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 kuh"?
Listen.
And then she said that little ad lib, she being all forceful. She go, "Tell me."
All forceful is crazy. It's a suggestion. Or else.
That's a command. What sound does tell me? That was menacing.
Break it down, sound it out, yeah, you heard. Put the sounds together, now we're reading words, you know?
Kuh, 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 kuh.
Who wants to go watch Spider-Man?
I saw it already.
Well, if you haven't, you should go watch Spider-Man.
It was really
Or
good.
if you have, you should just see it again.
I should see it again.
There's one part that I find incredibly problematic, but I'm going to leave it alone. Sometimes you just got to let people enjoy stuff. And also, I don't want to do any spoilers.
I will. Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Get the fuck out of here, for real? My problem is I took the kids to like the movie theater where you eat, and then I thought everything on the menu was supposed to be ordered, and so around minute marker 30, I just passed out.
Can we unmute my comments?
No.
Why does a movie theater serve Brussels sprouts?
Because they're yummy.
They're so delicious.
I love Brussels sprouts.
People are really in the comments arguing.
This person's gonna slur.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
Good night, Solid. Age and pronouns.
Good night, Solid.
32, he, him.
Okay, pick a topic you disagree with.
None. No, you're absolutely right about everything.
Great.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Appreciate it. I do. I love me some Brussels sprouts. W solid. W solid. Came here to try to redeem men because Q just be pissing me off and making me lose any hope in abolishing patriarchy.
I don't even know what I did.
How often are you around me, Petty, Chelsea, other women who talk about these topics, and you can't tell me what benevolent misogyny is?
How often do you mean? Are you referring to recently or in
like
general?
I've had you on my panel while I've discussed these things, and you have not ingested shit.
I ingest it in small forms.
You can't even tell me what ambivalent misogyny is.
Because I don't even know what those words mean.
And you don't even care to
Oh
look
wait,
it
can I
up.
tell y'all a story? Yo, I
No.
looked it up the other day and you told me I was wrong.
No, I didn't.
So I don't know what.
I
Yes, you
didn't.
did. Oh, matter of fact, you didn't respond.
Yeah, I just didn't say shit.
Yeah, so I didn't know if I was right or not.
What's bacon sauce? Are you talking about there is this restaurant here, my sister got it. It's like a kind of fast food, not really, but they sell burgers and they have shaved Brussels sprouts. So it's basically like the skin, like just, you know, Brussels sprouts just all broken up instead of being the whole Brussels sprout. And they have like a bacon jam, they call it. I don't know what it is.
Sounds nasty.
It's actually really fucking good.
Mark, see, I can't respond to you because Ari muted me in the comments.
I did, because you pissed me off in the comments.
All I did was laugh.
Pissed me off. You're laughing at the fact that you don't know what benevolent misogyny is?
No. I was laughing at Ty trying to explain benevolent misogyny.
I don't fucking listen to
hey,
women.
Hey, listen, I was as close as I was gonna get while I'm in this state. Nobody can hold me accountable for anything right now. I'm innocent. Also, you're a man, so it's just automatically worse.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What is bacon gravy?
Something I want to try.
Neon, answer for your crimes. Because bacon gravy might sound like a little bit of a crime. I don't know. I'm curious. What is bacon gravy? Is it gravy made from like bacon grease? I mean, you can use bacon grease to help make a roux for a gravy, but I don't fucking know. Milk sauce does not exist, Petty. Tap the screen. Y'all, I've been live for almost 20 minutes. and there's 95 people in here, and we're only at 20K. Listen, I told y'all I'm gonna have to take. I have to cut back on how many days I go live, which means I need y'all to help me by like tap on the screen and shit. So please, cause y'all see how burnt out I am. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. I have to do schoolwork on top of regular work on top of this, because I want people to read and be educated, and I want the abolishment of ways supremacy. So I'm here, but you guys gotta help me. Please. Asian pronouns. Are you slapping a flip-flop on the floor?
Oh, sorry. I was so scared they were going to turn the camera on.
No, their camera access didn't work.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't scared.
Okay, sorry. PTSD.
Yeah, no, they their camera access didn't work. They didn't have enough. It was blocked out. This is what they were doing. That's what I heard. It sounds like me when I slap my feet on the floor really hard. Yeah, just like I can clap too. I will clap for me too. Yeah, that's all that was. This is what I heard. I mean, thank you for the round of applause.
W round of applause. I also still didn't want to risk it. Anyways, W chat for sharing a little bit more, but we need to get the shares to like 100 at least, if we could, please, and the reposts.
So
I don't know if the reposts are counted in the shares, but if they are, then those are way too low.
I think they are.
Okay, then way too low.
I need to put a box here. All right.
And I'm pretty sure Edith said 50K likes. So
Is Mia here?
I saw her somewhere earlier, a little bit, a couple minutes ago.
Mia,
You still here?
show yourself. She might be in Swan's live. Mia, answer my Discord message, please. Because I think you're intentionally skipping a part of my Discord message. Because you don't know how to receive kindness from me. Please answer it. Don't you sad face me. You will get this literacy. You you gonna get this literacy. All right. She like only intentionally answered one of the questions. I was like, girl, don't think you're getting away from me on that. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm marking off who I've messaged so far. Guys, I'm getting to your messages right now. There's just a lot. Mia is the kindest person ever, and that's why she needs to answer my question. Because I'ma fight you, Mia. You keep messing around. think. Book is fine. Okay, ebook. What do you mean with the face? Accept my kindness.
Oh.
Age and pronouns.
I'm 18
Uh,
and he.
no, thank you. Even though you did sound like you were at least starting off as a dick, but I don't talk to teens. I don't talk to teens. Bull fucking shit. He's gonna be 18. Wait, I meant 23. No, get the fuck out. Aw, W Mia in the chat. Sorry, I'm like, as I'm live, I'm simultaneously answering y'all's messages. Where's your name on the... Oh, there's it. I have put Mod Mia. No, I appreciate you. Mia, is that the only way you want the book? Do you want, like, do you want an audiobook, digital book, audio and digital, audio and physical? Like, what you want? Do you just want the audio? You can do the audio and like a copy of the book if you want.
I gotta switch. I'll be right back in 10 seconds. No, 5 seconds.
I've set Mia, you're good. I've set things that way before. I promise. Also, if you want the digital book, I can get you the digital, like the Kindle version, if you would like. You know you can, there's an app if you want. If you want, no pressure. There is an app. Like, that's how I started with mine. It was the app. Good night, Malik.
No, that was not longer than 5 seconds. I've been in request this whole time.
Bro.
I've been waiting to be saved.
That was literally 5 seconds.
No.
All right. Well, you said night, everyone. When you say night, everyone, what does that mean, Malik? Okay, so now my question still stands then, Mia. Would you like a Kindle version of it? Because yes, you could just download the app. But he said night, everyone. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I got you, Mia. I'm sorry, Malik. When people say night, I'm like, all right, good night. I'm like, my bad. My bad. I got you guys. I'm going through the messages right now because there's 20 of y'all. So I'm literally writing down the orders for everyone. Why are we doing YouTube? I'm sorry. It's because I have a Discord covering this so I can message people. Ari might what? Toxicity, you going to bed? Night. Alright, so are you going to bed? Because now when people say night, I'm gonna be fucking confused. Pop in like night everyone. Now all of YouTube chat saying night everyone, and I'm just so confused. What is that? Oh my god. Good evening, yeah, or just say hi. You know, hey everybody. Hi everybody. You know, that's fine too. No. Age and pronouns.
25 and he.
Okay, pick a topic you disagree with.
Okay, I don't think I mean, I don't see how black people can't be racist. Like, you don't think
Okay.
one time ever in history that like a black person has not mistreated a white person based off their skin? Like one time ever?
Nothing happens based off of skin. No anecdotes, no hypotheticals, and if your only understanding of the topic is written in the dictionary, you won't do well. Go ahead and make your argument.
I mean, no, like I'm just asking, like you don't think ever one time.
It
It's just a question.
It
I'm not-
sounds like you don't have an argument. It sounds like you're just.
I'm asking a
haven't
question.
It sounds like you haven't educated yourself on this topic. I'm looking for a debate.
Can I not ask a simple question?
Are you going to debate the topic?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
It's just helpful
so
to clarify.
make the debate then.
Why can't you answer the question?
Because you making an argument isn't contingent on you asking me any questions.
It is.
It's not.
Because I want to know. I want to know what your position is better.
No, you don't have to know my position to make your argument. Just like you were given an essay prompt in high school, right? Where the teacher would be like, "Here's your prompt, write whether you agree and disagree," and then so you would just write whether you disagree, making your own argument.
And if I'm
you didn't have to know the affirmative and their stances to be able to make the argument. You just made why you disagreed and all your reasons why you disagreed. So write all the ways you disagree.
But if I'm confused on the prompt, then I would probably ask the teacher clarifying questions.
It's very straightforward. If you can't understand the prompt, then I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, I mean, if you're just gonna dodge and not answer the question, then
It's not a
it's
dodge.
fine. But
Make your argument.
like, does it not? I mean, it's literally like a one word answer.
And you
Just-
should be able to make your argument without me saying anything.
Okay, this is what like. You literally can't answer one word question.
No.
It just seems so
No,
overtly
you
and
should
unfathomably obvious.
If you're gonna have a hard stance on something, you should be able to argue it without any information from me and be able to ground that argument. That's how we formulate opinions, right? We educate ourselves and then we come to conclusions, and we should be able to do that and make those arguments on why we come to these conclusions.
I mean, okay, so this topic specifically, it's like there can't be like a study that would show that one example of
Sounds
someone
like
being
another
racist
question.
based off skin. Okay, I'm just clarifying that this topic is a little weird. If you won't answer the question.
It's not. Make your argument.
Okay. There's nothing else to say. I'm just
Okay. So you have nothing? Okay. It was just a lot of cope to me. Hi. What's up?
I'm just waiting for someone interesting to join.
Oh,
Do you think it'll happen?
I don't think so.
Darn.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm whispering because I don't know. It happened naturally. I'm in the bathroom to take pictures.
Ty has been in the garden. Been frolicking in the garden. Hardcore. What the fuck?
It's true.
Okay.
Oh, there's a mosquito. There's a mosquito.
Listen, if you're gonna say nigger, just say it with your whole chest.
Oh my.
Just say nigger. See that?
Oh my. Oh. Oh.
Ty.
I just got here. Okay.
Ty.
Clutching my pearls. Oh, there it is.
Tell me how much Edith has tapped. How much has Edith tapped? Edith has contributed 3,127 taps.
W.
4 shares and 43 comments. What's yours? Jazz has contributed 4,572. 11 comments, 3 shares. Age and pronouns.
Not saying he, him.
I don't talk to teenagers. Okay.
Got it. I got it, everyone. I got it. It's dead.
You got the mosquito?
It's dying.
Oh. Age and pronouns.
21, he, him.
Okay, pick a topic you disagree with.
It's all men, even the good ones.
Okay, you're gonna need empirics to make your argument. Go ahead and make your argument.
Yeah, does that include trans men too?
Is there the title men at the end?
Yeah, but does that include
Okay.
trans men? Because trans men aren't real men.
When
so
I
I'm just
say
wondering
ta-
if
when
that
I say
includes trans men.
So why are you obsessed with trans people? It's weird.
I'm just wondering, is I'm using them as
why it says all men, so it's all men. I don't really fucking care. Can you make an argument?
Yeah,
that
but what
all
if it's a
men?
trans man?
Okay, it's all men.
But that's not a man, so how does that
They
make
are
sense?
men.
Since when?
Make your argument. Sounds like you have a lot of questions instead of actually making an argument.
Because there's no argument to be made.
There is an argument to be made. Listen,
There's
if
not.
if you have a disagreement, right, then there's an argument, right? And so how you make an argument is that there's a conclusion, okay? And so your conclusion would probably be somewhere around, it's not all men. And then you have supporting evidence rooted in empirics to do that, because you're going to need, and like I said before, you're going to need empirics to support your claims.
What's not all
So,
men? What did men do to you?
You are saying it's not all men.
I have no
right?
clue if it's all men.
Then why the fuck are you up here arguing?
Because I want to argue and be confrontational.
Okay, go do that with your mama. I don't really fucking care.
I just know he smelled
like cheese
and wet dog.
And pennies. What's up, Edith?
I'm here to yell at chat with the bugs. I don't know if you can hear them because I got earbuds in, but y'all got me out here with bugs yelling at you guys because we're not filling the gift gallery, we're taking too long to tap, we're not sharing the live. Like, what is going on with all of you guys today? Like, is the planet in retrograde or something? Because you are not the chat I remember from several weeks ago.
You took too many breaks.
Okay, well, what's that got to do with me?
It's your fault.
They
You
should have been
left.
friends.
You should never go on vacation.
Oh my god, Teddy shared the live with me. I'm literally here. Bro, Mia just shared the live with me too. I can't do it.
Guys, I don't think Edith knows we're live. I don't think Jesse knows we're live either.
Jesse definitely doesn't know we're live. I haven't seen him scrolling here not once.
Yeah, I don't think Jesse knows we're live, so, like, make sure y'all share with Jesse. Guys, tap the screen, share the live, do all the things. I don't know how there's 120 people in here, and I'm not even really doing anything today. Jazz, I see your message. I'm gonna get to it. I'm going message by message slowly. I'm responding to people. I think because Jeff gave me a special code, and so I think the special code only applies to the digital book. So let me check out his website. So I think it only applies to the digital book. I'm sorry. Because we talked about this last week before his audiobook came out. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's only going to apply to the ebook because the audiobook is more expensive. And the paper copy. So guys, whoever won the raffle in my Discord, I'm sorry, it only gives you a copy of the digital book of Jeff's book. I apologize.
Have I told you you look really pretty today?
Oh, thank you, Ty. You are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Take a nap.
By myself or...
No, I'm here to cough block because Ari did it to me last week. Violet, please. Yeah, you guys can't be gay because that's not allowed in this life.
I thought you were mad at Day Day.
For like 3 seconds. Why are you reading up my messages and then not responding to any of them? What the fuck?
I'm just sorry.
I was mad for a moment because we're not gonna get into that, but we're good now. We're good now.
Thank you for all the gifts, friends. You guys are amazing. I'm literally trying to message people like our book club giveaway winners right now, and because I said you guys are amazing. Thank you, friends. I started typing in friends.
Yay, the winner is friendship.
Malik just said that they informed my employer that I am a white woman who got in the way of black love. So unfortunately, I don't have an employer, so I don't know who you told.
You're never gonna be on Love Island.
Oh no. What will I do now? That was my plan B.
Yeah, you're screwed. I'm making cheesy garlic bread more because I have an addiction. I have a problem. It's just delicious.
Why are you going from whispering to not whispering all at
I can't control it.
W Ginge, thank you for the meteor shower. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tap the screen, share the live, do all of the good things.
Chat, why are we not at 150,000 likes and 200 shares? Oh my god, Petty said it's because I stopped tapping. Listen, if I'm up on the panel, you guys gotta pick up my slack. I already sent like 4,000 likes. Ari already told you that. So guys, please send 4,000 likes each right now.
I'm just gonna send vibes. Do you take vibes?
Fuck no.
Oh.
What's the value in a vibe?
Well, if it's a good vibe, then very valuable.
What's the ROI on that?
1,000 plus 100 aura and plus 100 vibes.
So 2 things that don't exist coming from 1 thing that doesn't exist.
They all exist.
None of those exist.
They all exist.
No.
Yes.
I think you should be tapping right now. I don't know.
I'm also on the panel.
Are you telling a black woman to tap?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, I said I think she should be, but that doesn't mean that like she has to.
That was very hostile.
Oh, y'all made my voice break.
That was very aggressive.
It made it nervous.
I feel very unsafe right now.
So
Asian pronouns.
29 him.
He, him.
Yeah.
Pick a topic you disagree with.
First one.
Okay. Make an argument.
That's all men.
You're gonna need empirics to support your claims.
Don't interrupt me. It's all men.
Lord,
all men.
Learn your place. I'm glad you learned your place.
Don't interrupt me.
All right. Well, that's how that went.
don't you guys just love when men?
Mm-hmm. Age and pronouns.
25.
Pronouns.
I'm a man.
I didn't ask you your gender, I asked you your third person pronouns. What are your pronouns?
Well, if I'm a man, then my pronouns would be he, him, obviously.
Okay, good job. Nope. I go by she, they, and I identify as a woman. So, nope. All right, pick a topic.
Well, masculinity is not toxic. It's needed. And that's what built the society that you live in. The phone that you have, the headphone that you have, is all because of toxic masculinity, buddy. And you feminists don't realize that social justice mindset has infiltrated our universities to the point that...
Okay, so just say you like rape.
When did I say that, dumbass?
Yeah, when you like patriarchy.
Are you
Hey,
dumbass?
hey,
Are you a dumbass?
Hey, relax, calm yourself, right? If you like patriarchy, you like rape culture. Okay, save us all the time and energy of the coping and the whining and the murmur. Be grateful for what men did. Yes.
Keep coping, bitch.
I should be grateful for rape culture. I don't care.
The fuck up, you
so
fucking pig.
make a fucking
Shut the fuck
actual
up, you're a pig.
argument. Make an actual fucking argument. Do not care. No one cares. Just say you like rape culture and move on. No one cares.
This is what you leftists do. You don't engage with the...
I'm literally trying to get you to make an argument where you're just like, you should be grateful. That's not an argument. So let me help you out because you lack the brain cells to do so independently. Okay? So let me break it down for you, babe. So an argument has a conclusion with supporting evidence. Okay? So, i.e., if you disagree with the topic, then your conclusion should be somewhere around it's not all men, or it's the good one should be considered out of it, something of that regards that disagrees with the prompt. And then you should have supporting evidence backed with empirics to do so. Okay? If you can't do that, then you are conceding and acknowledging that you are intellectually flaccid, intellectually impotent, and you do not have the intellectual capacity to engage in the dialogue. Okay? Now,
well,
show us that you're not fucking flaccid.
Piggy, don't interrupt.
Okay.
Piggy.
All right.
Piggy.
So,
Piggy.
flaccid, impotent. Okay? Could not rise to the occasion. Lackluster. Less than mediocre. Okay? All right. Not my fault.
Walls and George Bush in the chat immediately.
Wall? Are you gonna... Was Walls a part of a No Child Left Behind?
It'll be part of my No Child Left Behind.
Okay.
We're walling them.
Oh! Oh, I thought you meant like walls, like Tim Walls. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
I was like, was he part of No Child Left Behind? I just didn't know.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
No, you said
he was there.
Walls with an S, not walls.
Mm-hmm. Right. Walls, 2 L's, 1 S.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was like, what did Tim Walls do with No Child Left Behind?
No, you asked that, and I was like, what is she asking me right now? No, not Tim Waltz.
I mean, he's a lib, but like, I just was confused.
Yeah, no, he's completely unrelated. But chances are he can get the wall too. I don't know.
Damn. Sorry, guys, I had to fix my screens because they kept cutting out again. We're back. Sorry, YouTube. I'm fixing it right now as we speak. You will be back
also,
in 1 second, YouTube, I promise.
I just read your shirt and no kink at Pride.
I have another one.
That says the same thing?
I think it says like bark if you want it. Bark like you want it. Bark like you want it, baby. Bark like you want it. I love this song.
Bro, no kink at Pride. See, guys, this is what happens when you let women do what they want.
So
they wear shirts with slogans.
According to Edith, the only people who are allowed to do kink at Pride and flirt are white people.
Whoa, who said that?
Typical, because Edith is allowed to flirt with white people when you see black women.
Whoa.
Enjoying their sexuality. It's shamed, but okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's just that I don't believe in flirting when it's anybody else. But like if I'm not involved, I don't want to hear it.
Any
No, but me.
And you
So,
flirting
like-
with other white people.
No, because if I was flirting with you, it'd be allowed.
Sure. See, I haven't seen you flirt with any people of color, Edith. So like,
I
there's-
literally told you like 6 times that I'm 6'4". What does that mean?
that you're 6'4" and you're lying.
I am also 6'4".
Okay, now Ty is trying to ride my coattails.
No, I just am. It's on my birth certificate.
Okay, now she's lying because I know that she's only like an inch taller than me, if any.
How tall are you?
6'4".
I'm 6'4" exactly.
You would be 6'5".
I'm an inch taller than you.
W. Andrea in the chat for the $2 dono that says, for gratitude, I guess. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate you. If you guys want to support me, support the live. Cash App, pay links are in the bio. Keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's get some opposition in. The ops have been just like so fucking whiny. Swear to God.
Somebody said 6'4" what? You have di? I don't know what that means, but yes, I am 6'4".
As soon as I say the ops have been so whiny, Kenzie invites Noah. Sorry. The biggest op.
No, I didn't get an invite, Kenzie. I don't know what you're talking about.
You need to vent about turfs. I don't know why we even like. I do not take turfs as serious people. I really don't.
I saw you dunk on Turf Ari the other day, and I was so happy.
Is she known?
Not by anybody except me and like my select group of friends because I complain about her all the time. But she
got mad. I called her Evil Ari. Like she crashed out over Evil Ari.
That was so funny.
I was like, I didn't even get to the part where I wanted to get to. I was like, I'm just gonna call you Evil Ari, so there's a clear distinction. And she got mad over Evil Ari.
She gets mad over literally anything and doesn't let you finish a single thought ever. That her live is one of the non-reader lives that I go into sometimes. But I was doing that before I knew Jesse was doing that. Before I started following Jesse into his non-reader lives.
Yeah, no, she literally, like, I didn't even get to the part I wanted to. Like, I didn't know she would crash out over the Evil Ari part.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that would make her crash out. I was really trying to get to, like, the intellectual violence of it all and talk about how much, because she kept saying Peach was unintelligent. I was like, she's like, I think that's a really elementary level understanding. I was like, Sweet Pea, you don't know what structural functionalism is. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, she called me a lot of ableist words. Ow, Violet, you bit. She just bit me for no reason. Whatever. Yeah, she called me a bunch of ableist words because I was kicking her ass in a debate. You know you're bad when I'm kicking your ass.
But like, she just kept saying all these things about like biology. I was like, you don't even know what you're saying. If I ask you what are the necessary conditions for male genital formation, you probably could not tell me. Age and pronouns.
21, he, him.
Pick a topic you disagree with.
Why do you guys think all masculinity is toxic?
Lord, why are you asking me a question instead of making an argument?
I don't think there's anything toxic about gaining control over oneself.
Yeah, but if that includes oppressing people, you don't think oppression's toxic?
It doesn't include oppressing people.
Hi, can you answer my question? But if that includes oppressing people,
It never does. Gaining self-control over oneself. It never includes oppressing people.
Just answer the question. It doesn't even have to be related to masculinity. However,
so why would I answer that question?
Holy fuck shit! Just answer it. If coming to the identity also includes oppressing other people, would that oppression then be toxic? Do you deem oppression to be toxic?
Masculinity has nothing to do with depression.
Holy fuck shit. Do you think oppression itself is toxic?
I don't think it's masculine.
Hi. Can you just answer that?
It has nothing to do with
Can you
masculinity,
just
though.
answer that?
But why?
Can you just answer that question?
But why, though? It has nothing to do with masculinity.
Can you literally just answer that question?
Wait, did you think she said depression?
No, I have an accent. I said oppression.
You definitely said depression, but I'll let us.
You're gonna tell me what I said?
Bro.
Whatever.
Yes.
I know you're not talking when you're not answering fucking questions. Answer the
I'm
fucking
asking
question.
you what you said. It has nothing to do with masculinity, bro.
This is just a baseline. This is just a baseline. I'm saying for
But
right
I don't think
now,
oppressing people is masculine,
holy
though.
fucking shit.
I don't think that's masculine.
Hi, can you shut the fuck up for a second? This is a baseline, okay? Just so we can get a understanding of how we perceive what is toxic and what is not. And then we will associate it to masculinity or not later. Do you think oppression, period, just the existence of oppression, is toxic?
Is it unwarranted?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if I have a kingdom and you have a kingdom and you decide to steal from me, so I decide to lay waste to your kingdom, I wouldn't say that that's toxic. But if I just do that for no reason,
what do you think oppression is?
I think oppression is simply when one side completely just dominates another side without reason. That's what I would say that oppression is.
Okay, so if someone comes and fucks your shit up, so you go fuck their shit up, is that without reason?
No, if I go fuck their shit up, I have a reason, but I'm still oppressing them because I completely
No, because you
dominated
just
them.
said it was without reason. So even in your line, your justification, there's a reason. And you said oppression is without reason.
I could still oppress people just because they hit me first, you know?
No.
Yes, I can. I could oppress you if you
literally
hit me
just
first.
said without reason. Oppression happens without reason.
That's what I was trying to say before. Like,
So
if
now
someone...
are you changing your understanding of oppression?
I'm trying to repeat what I said at first.
We can literally just replay it.
If there's two kingdoms, right? And you come and you steal from mine, and then I lay waste to yours, that's me oppressing you because I'm completely dominating you. But it's also oppression. It's also oppression for you to come to me and just pillage my life.
You literally
It's
said
also
it's
come
without
on, bro. Let me
oppression.
talk. Let me talk
You
because I said both. I said both of these
You barely
things.
let me talk.
I've said both of
now
these
I
things,
want you
bro.
to get me a source on what oppression is. Because it seems like
What does this have to do with masculinity? You said it doesn't even relate to the topic.
We're getting a baseline.
For what?
Get me a source on what oppression is.
What's the baseline for? Can you answer my questions?
Get the source.
What's the baseline for?
Go get the source.
For what?
Go get the source.
For what?
For oppression.
Why? We're not talking about oppression.
We literally are.
We're talking about masculinity.
And masculinity is oppressive. So if
no,
we're gonna
it's not.
So if you're gonna
That's
say
your
no,
opinion.
if you're gonna say no, it's not, then you need to be able to tell me what oppression is to say if it's not that. Go get me a source.
Is the definition of masculinity oppression?
Go get me a source.
Is the definition of masculinity oppression?
Fucking Jesus Christ. Go get me a source.
You get a source and prove that masculinity is oppression.
You literally said that oppression in this thing and that masculinity is not oppressive. So
Yes,
if you're
I said
going
that.
to say if it's not oppressive or not, you need to be able to tell me what oppression is.
I'll get you the meaning of.
Shut the fuck up. Hold on one second.
Get you the meaning of masculinity.
Shut the fuck up. What's up, Petty?
It's a question that I had about terminology, so it can wait.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
Qualities. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read you the definition of masculinity, and let's see where it says oppression.
I want the definition of oppression.
Oppression has nothing to do with.
I do not care about the definition of masculinity right now.
Okay, so why are you talking?
Just get me the definition of oppression.
It's irrelevant right now.
It's very relevant.
No, it's not.
It is. Because a dictionary level definition, right? is not the arbiter of truth or how things function in society. Masculinity has a function in society, right? So even you probably gonna take your a dictionary level understanding of oppression. That's probably gonna be wrong too, because I didn't ask you for dictionary definitions. I asked you for a definition. I didn't tell you from where.
I don't want to talk about oppression. I want to talk about masculinity.
Literally the topic is on oppression. All these topics are about oppression.
No, this is about masculinity.
And masculinity is oppressive. There we go. Still oppression.
That's your opinion, though. Prove it.
Okay. Get me a source. Listen, you're saying it's not, right?
Prove it.
Get me a source on what oppression is. Because you're saying, no, it's not.
I'm telling you, prove it.
We will. We will. Calm down, boo.
I'm telling you, prove it.
Give me a source.
We will. We will.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Give me a source. All right, I concede you don't have enough information.
Care about oppression.
You don't care about oppression?
No, I don't.
Why?
We're not talking about oppression. We're talking about masculinity.
Literally talking about oppression.
Masculinity is not oppression.
Wait, she said to you several times that that's what Link said.
Yeah, prove it.
Okay.
Hold on,
do you
Kenzie.
think
Hold on, Kenzie, before you do. Concede you don't have enough information.
About oppression or about masculinity?
About this topic.
No, we're talking about masculinity, not oppression.
all these topics have to do with oppression. Every single one of them.
Prove it. Prove that masculinity is oppressive.
So concede you do not have enough information to argue that it's not oppressive.
Prove that it is.
Hi! Concede that you don't have information to prove that it's not oppressive.
Prove that it is.
Hi! We will once you concede.
Prove that it is and then make you concede. That's not how debates work.
You started the argument.
You're supposed
first.
to make me concede.
You started the argument.
All you know how to do is over talking me. That's all you know how to do.
You started and you're over talking me right now. That's why you're getting fucking muted. I'm explaining to you what happened.
Put me up in front of the audience.
So shut the fuck up. What happened was you started an argument, right? And you said, masculinity gives you a self-actualization identity. And I asked you if that identity is contingent or it also upholds oppression. Is that toxic? And you refuse to answer that. So then I left you alone with that. I'm like, do you think oppression is toxic? And then you refuse to answer that. And then now we're at, what is oppression, right? And so you can't even argue that, nor will you get a source for that, right? So that's where we are from the line that you started. You started the argument. That was your argumentation, and that's me trying to get an understanding of your argumentation. So since you started your line of argumentation, I'm going to need you to concede that you do not have enough information to argue your point so we can move on.
I started by saying masculinity is self-control, not self-idealization. That's what you said.
And I asked you.
Look at you interrupting.
Wait, can you prove that? Can you prove that it's self-control?
Well, yeah, I can, just by definition. Can you unmute me in the chat so I can pull up the definition, please?
No.
What definition?
No, you can't unmute me in the chat? Okay, so you don't want the definition?
You can say it.
I do. You can tell me where.
Yeah, no. I'd rather read it to you.
You can say it.
Okay.
No, I'd rather read it to you because you guys are big on sources here, right?
From where? Where are you reading it?
I'll read it from a dictionary. That's okay with you?
What dictionary?
Yeah, I'll find it as soon as you guys unmute me in the chat.
No.
I can't unmute you.
Yeah, but if you can't unmute me, then I can't find a dictionary definition for you.
I've had over 1,000 debates on TikTok, and I've never needed the chat in order to give my argument.
I'm not using the chat. I'm using a dictionary. I need to be unmuted in the chat so I can type in the words so that I can use lookup. It's a tool on the iPhone, and then I'll be able to find it in the dictionary. Is that okay with you or no?
How do you not have this already?
Because I'm muted in the chat.
No, I mean, how do you not have the definition already?
Because I'm muted in the chat. Are you gonna mute me or no?
No.
Then you don't want the definition.
Do you own a piece of paper and a pencil?
You don't have.
I own an iPhone and it has a dictionary on it. Would you like the definition of masculinity?
Do you
or no?
do you have paper and pencil to copy the?
You know what you also have? Screen share abilities. Share your screen.
I can't.
You can.
This is not FaceTime. This is TikTok.
You literally have screen share abilities.
You can't screen share on TikTok. What are you talking about?
You literally can.
No, you can't.
Why do you want the iPhone dictionary? Why can't you use like Merriam-Webster or Oxford?
Those are on the iPhone dictionary.
Well, then can you open up Google or
Yes,
Safari?
I can. Unmute me in the chat.
No.
How do you need to be unmuted in the chat? I don't
Because
understand.
I can type it in and then I'll be able to search it up from the chat without leaving the app. That's why I'm asking you to unmute
Oh,
me.
well, just leave the app.
No, I don't need to.
You do if you're muted.
No, I don't. You
Okay,
guys
so
need to
you can't do
unmute
it.
me.
You can't do it. Okay.
You guys need to unmute me.
No.
Okay, then so you don't want the definition. Why are
well,
you
I
asking
do,
me to
but
leave
you just don't
TikTok?
want to. You just don't want to leave like the app.
Why should I want to leave a conversation that I'm having?
Or get like a computer or have a second device. Like there are tons of solutions here.
Yeah, the
Here's me
solution is
screen
unmute me
sharing,
so I can type it
a
in.
screenshot. Here's
That's
me
the
screen
solution.
sharing a screenshot. Easy, easy.
Just
So
unmute
from
me so I
my
can type it
Screen
in.
sharing.
I can do this without
Whoa.
leaving the app. You can unmute
We're
me so I
so
can type
From
it
my
in.
talented.
understanding, masculinity is just defined attributes and characteristics of men and boys. It has nothing to do with self-control.
Is that not an attribute of men, self-control?
No, you would need to show me where you get that.
Look at
So
that.
self-control is not an attribute of men.
A fucking.
It's
Well,
not
you
an
would need to
attribute. That's
prove
what you're
that.
saying.
No, I don't think men practice self-control at all. No.
That's your opinion. But I'm asking
Well,
you, is self-control
it's
not
your
an attribute
opinion.
of men?
No. Show me
Self-control is not
it
an
is.
attribute of men? Okay, you're slow.
Show me it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Mind your ableism. It's your last.
You
and your
need
final
to
and
prove
only.
that. Wait,
Man, you
you
guys are
can't
slow, man.
you can't
Okay.
just say
That's
that
a
it
slur, man.
is.
He was never going to engage. He never wanted to engage.
So I requested because I wanted to talk about the turf terminology. I had a question, like a legitimate, very serious question. Are these folks that we are considering to be turfs identifying themselves as feminists, or are we generally labeling people that are transphobes and also women turfs?
I think.
No, she claims to be a feminist.
Okay.
It depends. Yeah, like Martha claims to be a feminist and she's gender critical.
See, I just vehemently disagree with that. I don't think you can be a feminist and also exclude trans people.
Well, that's.
Oh, no, you can't.
That's like we know that, but again, people like liberals call themselves like Erudite calls herself a feminist, and she's extremely racist. So.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
they also call themselves the left and they're fucking right as shit.
Yeah. So like.
And I call myself 6'4" when I'm 5 foot.
Oh, Edith.
So you are short, Edith.
Not if Ari's here, then I'm 6'4".
Okay. Well, that's all I wanted. I wasn't up here to debate. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, like Erudite calls herself a fucking feminist, and Lord knows how I feel about her.
Oh, we got the chat yapper.
Asian pronouns.
21, he, they.
Oh, I feel like this is cereal. Pick a topic you disagree with.
Is this cereal?
It feels like
All
cereal.
masculinity is toxic.
Is this cereal?
Who's cereal?
Another account? Clearly.
No.
This is not cereal.
No.
Why do you say it like a question?
How'd you know cereal was a who?
Because I've seen some of, like, people say things about him.
Then why did you ask me who's cereal?
Well, I don't know who he is, but I've heard people talk about him.
Okay, go ahead.
So I think the claim that all masculinity is toxic is kind of transphobic.
Why?
Because there's people whose identity is contingent on being masculine and they fought for that right. And I feel like saying it's toxic is kind of like saying your identity is wrong and you're bad for like
Is it
presenting
harmful
with
to point out how
masculinity
they're
and stuff.
oppressing trans women?
How is a trans masculine person like presenting
because they're a man?
trans? No, you can be trans masc and not be a man.
You don't. If you're a man, right? Because you're talking about trans people, right? And again, the identity of masculinity.
If they're non-binary.
So the point, like, why are things deemed?
They're non-binary. They wouldn't be
Yeah.
have masculinity.
Yeah.
No, you can be trans masc and be non-binary.
What do you think masculinity means?
It's a way you present. It's a way that you like feel inside.
When we're talking about masculinity, we're talking about we're talking about it in two aspects. There's gender expression, right, and how people express their gender, and this is where you get like a stud lesbian, and then there's gender identity, right? Gender identity, if all men identify with masculinity. If you do not identify, if you're not a man, then you do not identify with masculinity. And then there's gender expression. So while
I'm not a man, and I identify with masculinity.
Hi, hold on.
What is masculinity?
Hold on, because I really would like to finish my point.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, like a stud lesbian identifies with femininity in that they're a woman, right? In their gender expression, yeah, they identify more with the masculine, but the fact that they are a woman means they identify with masculinity. So if you are not a man, then your identity does not, in the identity in itself, identify masculinity. Now your expression may be otherwise, where you identify with, if you're gender fluid, with both femininity and masculinity in terms of your expression. But in terms of identity, only people who are men identify in their identity as masculinity, and that's characteristics associated with boys and men.
No, when you're non-binary, you can identify with anything.
Exactly. In terms of gender fluidity, yes, in terms of your expression that you express, right, and you feel connection with both the masculine.
No, identify.
If you
What?
are, if
I thought non-binary was outside the binary.
Yeah, they do not identify within the gender binary. This is within the gender binary.
Maybe some of them, but some may feel connected to masculinity without being a man, because
and it doesn't
it's
just
unique to each person.
It doesn't disprove the point either, because masculinity exists for the maintenance of a hierarchical structure of patriarchy.
Not if you're non-binary. You're actually going against the patriarchy.
You're not.
If you present masculine, if you present as masculine when you're non-binary, you're actively going against the patriarchy with your masculinity, because society doesn't want you to be masculine.
There is no. If you are identify with in any aspect of the gender binary at all, if you identify with femininity and masculinity in any regard, that means you have been socialized within the patriarchy. So the answer is no, you're not going against it. You acknowledge it, you've been socialized within it.
So
the only way to go against it is to completely abolish the structure.
But that kind of removes the identity of trans people.
How?
Because if you feel connected to masculinity, if you're transmasc,
Why would
that's the
you
actual
feel
term.
connected to masculinity?
Because it's a trans identity. Do you know what being transmasc is?
I'm asking you how that occurs.
Because you feel connected to it.
How do you feel connected to it? What makes that connection?
It's kind of just feeling like it's you,
Right, but how does it develop?
Social conditioning, I guess.
There you go.
I know, but
so if you have a social
telling,
conditioning under patriarchy,
but if you're
then you're
telling
saying that these outcomes are because of social conditioning, right?
I guess.
Right. So I don't know why us saying, let's change the social hierarchy and not have specific social conditionings is taking anything away from anyone.
Because if you're saying that, you're basically
it's
saying
allowing people actually more freedom, because why trans people are trans in the first place is because it's acknowledging the gender binary, first of all, and it's saying that these people who are trans are existing outside, are not following within the norms of the bioessentialism of the gender binary, right? And so this is how transphobia arises, right? If I do not want transphobia to exist, then I must abolish the bioessentialist nature of the gender binary as a whole, right? So that people can live as their authentic selves and they are not forced to perform in boxes.
But part of that authentic self is acknowledging that you're a woman.
Can I finish my statement? Can I finish my statement?
Sure.
Great. So, what the patriarchy does is it performs three things based on the hats you are assigned at birth, or that are associated with you at birth. You're born based on perception of this set of genitals, you're given this worker hat, and you're expected to do these things. You're born with this perceived set of genitals, and you're expected to do these certain behaviors. If you fall out of those behaviors in certain regards, then you are either a recipient of misogyny, transphobia, or homophobia. All of these serve for the maintenance of a patriarchal structure. This is the basic structural functionalism of transphobia, of misogyny, and homophobia. Transphobia exists for the maintenance of a gender binary, right? That you must maintain the assignment at birth to maintain the nuclear family and keep producing little worker bees. If you don't do it, then you are a recipient of transphobia. Misogyny exists is that if you, yes, you maintain the assignment, but you act outside and you do not conform as a woman, you do not conform to what is seen as feminine behaviors, then you are a recipient of misogyny. If you are gay and you act outside of the sexual expectations under patriarchy, which is the idea of the nuclear family, then you are a recipient of homophobia, right? And so the existence of masculinity, right, is part of that gender binary, right? So acknowledging that why are these characteristics even deemed as masculine in the first place? And then why are people socialized to find identity within these boxed ideas of what masculinity is in the first place?
Even if they were created by the patriarchy, it doesn't mean that you can't reclaim them.
You literally can't.
Then you're saying to trans masc people that their identity isn't real, which is terrible.
Not saying that.
That doesn't follow.
It is what you're implying.
It doesn't. That doesn't follow at all.
It's what you're implying.
Didn't say it was.
You're saying that it's,
How
you're
is that
saying that they
inferred in any way?
You're saying that they can't, like, that their, like, masculinity is toxic. That inherently...
Depends. Like, I don't know what you think we're constructing as masculinity. Like, it seems that you're associating
All
specific
masculinity.
Well, it seems that you're associating specific phenotypical presentations when we're talking about, like, hierarchical behaviors.
I mean, like, just presenting with masculinity or feeling connected to it, that and saying that's toxic.
Even to me, like, saying presenting masculine, like, also adheres to some kind of binary. Do you think, like, gender is a binary?
It's not enforcing or saying to anybody that they have to. It's just saying that you present
But
masculinity.
you are aggregating them as a binary, right?
Yeah.
No,
How are you not?
because you're just saying it's me, and this is how I feel.
But you're saying it's masculine, so that's aggregating the characteristics as a binary.
Why are those characteristics deemed masculine?
Because you feel that way?
How do you know that they're masculine?
What?
How do you know that they're masculine in the first place?
Because you feel like that? You feel like they're masculine?
Where do you learn what
Based on
masculinity
every-
is?
Society?
Oh, okay. So socially conditioned. The society told you that these characteristics were masculine. They categorized them as masculine as part of a gender binary to maintain a higher
Yeah,
structure
but
of oppression.
if you're
Okay,
if you're
cool.
trans masc, you can also reclaim ideas and introduce them into masculinity.
That's not reclaiming, though. You're just saying they present as what you identify as classically masculine.
And you're also not.
It's not reclaiming.
You're also not abolishing.
Maybe not
gender in
even
any regard.
classically masculine. You can just reinvent masculinity as you go.
Why does
So
masculinity
it-
exist in the first place?
What are you talking about then? Like, how does that word function?
It's just how you feel, and I feel like saying that it's toxic is kind of diminutive to their identity.
When you talk about feelings and you talk about identities, and we're talking about expression, there is a way of encoding and decoding. So when you say it's just how someone feels, and then you really don't have any quantification of what that is measuring in terms of a feeling, to me, you're not saying anything.
Well, there's gender euphoria, like if you like
Why does gender
feel like
euphoria
you're
occur?
because you're like
You feel affirmed
feeling
within a
connected.
gender binary.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So gender
Well,
binary.
okay, no,
Right, so I don't know how you can say these things are reclaimed when you're using the binary as the aggregate.
Because you're building off of the binary.
You're maintaining the binary.
Maintaining it? What do you mean?
You're building off of it.
You're
Building
maintaining-
what?
You're living within it.
Well,
Building what?
if you're a guy and you're trans masc, and let's say like you do
What do
something.
you mean a guy?
Like effeminate or something, or coded to be effeminate and stuff, and then like
I'm sorry, guy means effeminate?
No, you're getting my words wrong.
You said if you're a guy, and I asked you what you mean by guy.
If you're like, if you identify as like, a non-binary person or like a guy,
I'm sorry, is that the same thing?
maybe in this context? Question mark.
Look, if you can't tell me what you're saying, then how am I gonna know what you're saying?
I mean, in the sense of if you look up non-binary fashion and stuff, like non-binary men, they have traits. Well, sometimes they
Wouldn't
often
they not be
incorporate.
men?
They often incorporate traits that are associated with femininity or androgyny, and they like incorporate that into the way that they
So
present
it's
masculinity.
deemed feminine within a gender binary. Okay.
It is, but to
Okay,
them,
that's
they're
still
saying that it's
that's still
masculine.
that's still within a gender binary.
And
Why not just use different words?
Because isn't that just the same thing? It's just building a new binary.
No, I don't
And
like
you're breaking
why
out of
do you
it.
want a binary?
You don't want a binary. Being non-binary and presenting like that is like breaking it, kinda.
Well, but you said you're building on the binary. How are you
I said
how do
building
you-
off.
To say you're
To what?
non-binary is using as the binary as the standard. It's not building off of. The binary is the standard.
Well, you're building off of it still. You're taking what society deems as masculine and then being like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then you do it.
No, you're
Why
not
would you
doing-
call it masculine?
You're trying to
Because
also
it's
act like-
reclaiming.
you're also trying to say like free will exists.
It's reclaiming.
Reclaiming what?
Reclaiming masculinity is something that can be healthy and not oppressive.
Why would you use masculinity? Why wouldn't you create a new word?
Because some people want to like build off of what society is like tells them is like this specific rigid way and stuff, and then be like, you know what, I feel like I should present my own way, and then calling it masculinity is kind of like saying like frick you.
Yeah, and there are also some black people who want to be white, and they think they can reclaim
No,
a
this
system.
is-
They think they can reclaim a system that doesn't do anything.
No.
Yeah, there are also white Southerners who reclaim the Confederate flag as Southern heritage. Like,
Like what are we doing? It's not actually changing or abolishing a structure. Because you still haven't. You would have to prove for a masculinity not to be oppressive. You have to prove a masculinity existing outside of a patriarchal structure.
Well, everything is kind of the patriarchy, so it's kind of hard to do that.
Patriarchy hasn't always existed to the extent that we see it today. There were matrilineal societies, and I want to let you know that a lot of what I'm saying is informed by trans feminists. So this is not just me talking out my ass.
You can still be transphobic and be trans. You know that, right?
So
are you saying that's what we are?
I mean,
feel like
I'm gonna accept that. Yes, I am transphobic. Like this, that's how the system works. All cis people are transphobic. I like that. I acknowledge.
I'm saying is the argumentation that
I feel like the argumentation is toxic because it sounds a lot like saying
I didn't ask
like, you
toxic.
shouldn't-
I said transphobic.
The claim?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can I have the argument for that?
I said that the claim that all masculinity is toxic is diminutive towards trans masc people.
What do you mean? Do you mean diminishing?
Yes.
That's not an argument.
Yeah. Also, like, for
That
me,
doesn't follow.
For me, I'm for the liberation.
How is that not an argument?
Hold on.
That's just a claim.
Okay, saying that it's toxic implies to a trans masc person.
Hold on 1 second. Because this, again, is just more centering trans masc people as if trans femmes and trans women aren't subjugated and aren't harmed by these things.
Harmed by being trans masc?
What do you mean trans masc?
Trans masc people are people who associate with masculinity but aren't but may or may not feel connected to manhood, which means that you can be like not a man while also being connected to masculinity, if that makes sense.
What is masculinity?
It's a set of like associations that we usually associate with men and boys.
Okay. So I don't know how we're being transphobic if you're using words that are not only linked to patriarchy but also divorced from them at the same time. It doesn't make sense for me.
I also just want the acknowledgement that, like, again, the lack of acknowledgement of how these things harm trans femmes and trans women.
No, I think that like rigid binaries, like gender binaries and stuff, are toxic for everybody who's trans.
Okay,
or falls under the trans
masculinity.
You're saying trans mad people do that.
It's within the binary. The binary
I feel-
itself. There is like the binary itself is what creates the rigidity. So even
Why do you-
associating words within the binary is part of that rigidity.
Well, why do you think the binary is
Exists?
like?
I can tell you.
I mean,
why
no.
it exists. I can literally
Do you
tell
think
why it
that
exists.
Do you think that masculinity and femininity can't be separate from a binary structure?
No, they literally
Or
can't.
could they just?
I'm a gender abolitionist.
Could they like just exist on their own?
No.
What would they reference?
They don't need to reference anything.
They literally do.
What do you mean? Words reference things.
Well, if we change the way that society perceives those things, could it be possible that we create a system?
That's
where-
why I'm asking what it's referencing. If I tell you I'm going to drive from my house to Walmart and you don't know what Walmart is, then I haven't really referenced anything for you. So when you tell me that masculinity and femininity are outside of a binary, but that's how I know that they're referenced, then I don't know what these words are doing now.
Also, how do you expect to change an entire society to stop associating these words with these words for the maintenance of an oppressive structure?
Well, you could show that gender isn't like binary by casually saying that this is masculinity while like wearing like
no one's
like
saying gender is strictly binary. We're saying a binary exists. Like prior to the rise and spread of patriarchy, gender was more of a spectrum, right?
And the status quo-
hold on, but masculinity and femininity were strictly created for a gender binary. Though they did not exist when gender was a spectrum. So why the hell would you continue to use binary words and non-binary systems?
because it's reclaimed.
You can't reclaim those words.
Again, you're not telling me what it references, though. I don't know how you can say you're reclaiming it when just creating a new binary. Like, wouldn't you want gender expression to be non-binary?
Why would you put you continue to use rigid words in a
Well-
non-binary structure?
Well, isn't saying that like people can't identify with it another just rigid binary?
No. What do you mean?
Like saying that like
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what masculinity and femininity would reference if it's not the binary.
what do you mean? What do you mean reference? You could just
Words reference things. Like
You
if
could
I
just-
tell you, go get me a chair, and you don't know what a chair is, you're not going to be able to get me a chair because you have no reference for it.
you could show me an image of a chair and then I'd be like,
Right.
okay.
So I'm asking you, when you say masculinity and femininity, what are you referencing?
You could say that this is what masculinity could look like, and then it's like it would probably
So
be
you
like
are just creating another binary.
well, no, it could just be like an idea that people are like imagining, but you don't need to like be if you don't want to.
Then why would there only be two words?
Well, we could build more.
Why don't you use different words back to
Great.
Kenzie's
You
other-
haven't. That's what I asked before. Why not create a new word? Why not add words?
The problem with
Like-
masculinity and femininity isn't that they're like bad ideas in general. It's
They
that people like use them as an
No,
excuse to
they
oppress
literally
people.
foundationally are for the maintenance of a patriarchal structure.
Then
They are to identify the oppressed.
And
the
I think
oppressor.
honestly, you're reinforcing that more than we are because you have aggregated like attributes of masculinity to what you view as maleness.
no, I didn't.
You did.
You did.
I
That's
argued
what
the
you said a
exact.
trans mask is someone who.
I argued the exact opposite. I said that people.
No,
can
you
be-
didn't.
I said that
You
people can.
aggregated those masculine characteristics to male ones.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Then what are you conveying? Someone who's a trans mask presents as what?
As masculine.
Which is?
As a set of ideas.
What ideas?
From what?
You know, I'm masculine.
See, again, we run into the problem that you're not referencing anything to me. This word is just empty.
Well, masculinity and femininity are subjective, depending on the person.
On the society.
Right, but they need a subject. Yeah. So again, you're just telling me
Well,
words
my
without any reference.
They need a
Well,
reference
my
point.
personal view of masculinity would probably be not viewed as masculine by people who are.
And I don't know what you're talking about when you say trans mask. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what being transmasc is?
That's what I'm asking you, and you're not telling me anything.
Well, it's a queer identity. I think that you should look it up.
What is
then.
it referencing
Well, why
to?
don't you tell me?
What
I
is
asked
it-
you.
what is it
I
referencing?
actually said that you are referencing a person who is displaying phenotypical characteristics with maleness, and you said that's wrong. So then tell me what it is, and you haven't been able to reference anything.
No, it doesn't have to be phenotypical. It could be actually. Wait a second. For being trans men or
Trans mask.
no, it's just gender presentation, and also feeling connected to it.
What is gender presentation?
It's
Is that phenotypical presentation?
not always.
Then what is it?
It's kind of just how you present your gender. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Right. How it's not self-explanatory. You
How
can
is that
present
not self-explanatory?
because I just asked you, can you present through phenotypical characteristics, which would obviously be like your face shape, if you have a beard, your haircut, if you work out, how muscular you want to be, or it could be through clothes, or it could be through jewelry. I'm asking you what these things are, what these expressions are, and you don't give me anything. You just say internal feelings.
Well, again, it's subjective. So saying what I personally think could be masculine might be different from your definition of
Then you
masculine.
aren't conveying, then the word has no grounding. When
No,
you
it-
say trans mask, that doesn't mean anything.
No, because that feeling is still real.
No one's.
What does the feeling reference?
If it's
If
a
I
feeling,
say I'm feeling afraid, you know what that reference is.
Wait, hold on. I think it's understood that we know gender is a psychosocial schema. That is understood, right? When we're talking about gender, right, we're talking about how why things are categorized as masculine in the first place. Because things are categorized. Why do you feel the need to categorize as masculine, right? And what is their reference point? Let's be fucking for real. The reference point exists in society based on how society looks at masculinity right now. That is a lot of times the reference point. When people have a masculine haircut, if I cut all my hair off today, people would masculinize me and say that's a masculine haircut. I'm also black, so I get masculinized regularly, right? Especially with how I talk, right? Those things, women get masculinized, right? Why do these things get masculinized in the first place? Because I think this is all just deviating from the fucking point of the topic, which is what's just irritating me right now, which is the categories of why we feel the need to masculinize things is because it's for the maintenance of identifying the in-group within a patriarchy. And if anybody outside of the assigned in-group performs masculinity, that's when they're recipient of homophobia, misogyny, or transphobia.
So, but transmasc people, they feel connected to it.
Still don't know what that is.
There
Still
were
don't know what it
people in
is.
chattel slavery who felt connected to actually being enslaved. Should they have remained enslaved?
Are you saying that trans femme people are also?
Femininity is not the oppressor.
That's
what I'm
people
saying.
can
That's
still-
what I've been saying this
People
entire
still
time.
push
'Cause
femininity
you
on-
have not been
People push
speaking
femininity
towards-
on transmasc people.
You have not been
People
speaking
push femininity on transmasc people.
I don't know what any
which
of these
is
words
kind
even
of
mean.
oppressive.
Hold on. Well, I'm a gender abolitionist. I want people to live their life freely without being having gender forced on them. That's the whole fucking point. You're talking about how now femininity is being forced onto trans mass people. Perfect!
It is.
You got the fucking point! Because that speaks to a reference within a gender binary that when you do not perform gender and how
So is
society...
femininity toxic as well?
Shh. And how society...
femininity toxic
Oh
as
my
well?
God. Shh.
I'm just asking.
Hold on. Because I've been talked over this entire time. Literally.
I'm sorry.
You're good. But I'm just being fucking I've been talked over this entire time. And so how femininity exists, right, is women and those who are femmes, right, trans femmes, trans women are constantly blamed and attacked for a patriarchal society, right? Never is it ever shifted towards the masculine. So am I gender dude.
I'm just bringing up a
I've
fact.
literally been talked over the entire fucking time.
Dude, what? No.
I mean, I do think you're pretty dishonest.
What?
Your position.
No.
Do you think? Sorry, Ari. Let me know when you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up on this note because what you're referencing is a gender fucking binary. I'm a gender abolitionist. I think femininity and masculinity both need to fucking go. They both need to go. But when I'm talking about these topics, why would I center the feminine when that's constantly attacked in society? A lot of bills towards trans people are directly really centering trans women. A lot of the conversation centers and attacks trans women. A lot of people are threatening to beat up trans women. Yes, they're threatening to beat up trans people as a total, as a group, but really also directly facing towards trans women. So yes, I'm a gender abolitionist. I want both to get away, but I'm directing it towards what is the oppressor class, which is men and masculinity. Those who are feminine and those characteristics aren't meant to perform domination. The masculine is. Thank you for all lives mattering when we're talking about Black Lives Matter. Thank you for all lives mattering gender. Are you white? I just want to know for context.
That doesn't really matter.
Can
with
you
what
answer
we're
that
talking
question?
about.
Are you white? It's very telling to me.
That doesn't really
It does,
matter with
it
what
does,
we're talking
it does
about.
matter to me.
It does matter.
We're talking about being
Are
transgender.
you white?
Whiteness has privilege.
Why are you asking me about my race?
Are you white?
Because there comes with privilege in whiteness. And she senses a specific privilege that you
So
have.
you're saying that me being like
Are
on
you-
this
are
stance
you
that we
white?
should talk about
Because a lot
trans
of
mass
so
people.
let me be very honest, because a lot of times when I hear this stance, it's from white people.
That's because white people are the majority. It's not
Are
because
are
like
you white?
no, I am not white.
What is your race?
I'm Native American.
Who are you connected to?
Navajo.
Lord fucking Jesus Christ.
What? What was that? What? What do you mean? What do you have against Navajo people?
Relax yourself. I'm Afro-Indigenous, you ass white.
Oh, I'm so sorry for asking. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the point I'm trying to say is that trans mass people, you know, they experience oppression differently. So we should care about that. And it's
I
your
don't feel
duty
like you've
as an
really
ally to
said-
queer people to
I don't feel like
educate
you really
yourself on this.
said anything.
Oh no, I have.
You
You've just been
haven't.
ignoring me.
You haven't said it.
No, I've asked you specific questions like what trans mask is, and you said whatever a person feels, but it's also what they feel connected to it. Yet you won't tell me what it is. You won't tell me what the expression is,
Masculinity.
which is.
What is femininity?
I'm asking within your own position because obviously the way that we use masculinity and femininity are within a binary referencing sexual characteristics that have been aggregated within this hierarchy. But you're saying you use it differently. So now I don't know what these words mean. So now you need to tell me, and you haven't been telling me.
I'm bringing up the fact that that it doesn't have to be binary. You can be masculine and it doesn't have to be binary.
You haven't established that.
It references a binary, and if you're telling me it doesn't have to be, then you have to tell me what it's referencing.
Does the color blue reference a binary? Or is it just like...
It references a color spectrum.
Well, different
Because
people have
obviously
different
colors are
definitions of
not
what
a
blue...
binary.
People have different definitions of what blue is.
No, what are you talking about?
Like, a person might see cyan and be like, oh, that's green, but another person might be like, oh, that's blue. It's subjective.
That's not different definitions of colors.
They're still acknowledging that it is a color, just they're not agreeing on which category it's put in because it's on a spectrum. Like if I were to give you the spectrum of colors and say, draw the line to where it
is the
stops
idea
being
of,
blue.
like,
Okay,
bringing
your
up
turn to
color-
talk. My bad.
Is the idea of bringing up color like bad then? Because it's a real thing.
I don't know why you're bringing up color when we're talking about gender because color is not a binary.
I mean, if you say something is blue and you enforce that, then it becomes kind of a binary.
No, what do you think a binary is?
Are you okay?
I mean, like a rigid idea, you know?
Are you
That's
white?
not what binary is. Bi means two.
Are you white presenting? Like, this is very telling. This is giving some white ass shit.
This is sounding like something my people would do.
This is some.
Bi means two. That's why it's referencing one or the other. Like binary code.
You're white ass person.
Like bisexual.
You lived your life as a white person. It's very telling.
Like bicycle. Like these reference two. There's obviously more than two colors.
There's at least 3.
These are the whitest takes I've ever heard in my entire fucking life.
These are the whitest takes. I mean,
That you're doing the white people
Well,
shit right now.
Again, you're not really saying anything because you're not referencing these words. You're using binary words and saying they mean something else. Then when we ask you what they mean, you don't have an answer.
Okay, let me search it up. What is masculinity? Masculinity, a set of traits, behaviors, and roles that society or culture traditionally links with boys and men.
They've already said this like 4 times.
It is different from biological sex because it focuses on social and cultural expectations. Okay. Took out the Wikipedia article.
I don't know why you're referencing.
Standards of manliness or masculinity vary across different cultures, subcultures,
Right.
ethnic groups, and historical periods.
What research have you
Traits-
done into masculinity and how it works?
I'm just reading the Wikipedia article.
You have no baseline before this conversation?
No, I myself.
And
am
yet you're
trans.
trying to tell us to be educated on queer identities?
I'm transmasc, and you've showed me that you don't know anything about being transmasc.
Just
So yes,
I'm
I feel like you are.
asking you what it is, and you can't even tell me.
Just
Because
because
it's
you
subjective.
just because you identify with something doesn't mean you are the end all be all. There are literally fucking Candace Owens out there who are
You brought up my
anti-black as
race.
fuck.
You brought up my
because
race.
this
like-
is white as shit. This is the whitest fucking take, and I'm probably not
Okay,
wrong.
well, that contradicts what you just said.
Listen, Cam the
That
fuck.
contradicts what you
wait,
just said.
Me saying
I can be
Candace
anything.
Owens. What? Cam
Traits
up.
traditionally viewed as masculine
Cam up.
and what's
Yeah, I
Cam up.
I do think that you
Okay,
have
cool.
very much marginalized even like the intersections of race when it comes to gender expression. And honestly, you've had some like racist takes.
Yeah, you.
Uh,
if you are
you don't know
indigenous,
that.
I'm not going to take that away from you, but you're most likely white presenting because this is the whitest shit I've ever heard.
you don't know that. What do you
Came
think is
up.
white presenting?
Came
That's a
up.
subjective thing.
That's not. Came up.
No.
Oh, then you're fucking white.
No.
This is
Yeah.
very much giving
I just
white
wanna see my
queer,
patch.
This is giving white queer person. This is giving white bisexual.
white. Oop. I didn't say it. I didn't say
It's
it.
giving
But
white.
yeah,
It's
it
giving-
is definitely
It's giving white.
giving
bisexual.
white queer who has that one identity that gives them like a bit of oppression, and so they act like they are more oppressed than literally anybody else in the entire world.
Yeah, like
No,
what
I'm
what
Native
literature?
American.
What liter? Show me your band. What band?
I don't want to show my face.
What band? I asked you what band.
You don't have to show your face.
I don't need to tell you. You guys
You
are
do.
freaking.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
No.
Okay, so you're
No, I
gonna either
don't.
tell me or it's a concession. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. and you're lying.
That
and
has
you're,
nothing. It's not a concession
pretending.
because we're not talking.
And you're
we're not
pretending.
talking about
No, it's
that.
really relevant to your take. So
No, it isn't.
What your band wants.
It's not a concession because
Bro,
you're not.
it is
This has nothing
because
to do with what we're talking
it
about.
literally does because it shows me your take.
Tell
It's
me
a
how
white-ass
this
fucking-
has what to
because
do
you
with-
also have
what
no
does this have-
baseline. You also what literature have you read? What authors have you read on this topic? On gender and gender identity and gender expression, how gender works in society?
Yes, across different cultures.
Hi, answer that question real quick.
No.
What authors have you read?
Wikipedia.com.
I don't know why you're not engaging.
Because you're not listening to me.
How are we not listening?
I don't care to listen to someone talking out their ass. So what authors have you read? Yeah, the lo-fi is speaking louder. So I'm gonna take this as a concession. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. How did they fucking deserve?
You brought.
I'm good. For those who are
He's
wondering,
showing you the author right now. Sorry.
oh, I mean, if Sean wants to talk to them, because Sean's here. I'm done talking to them.
Hey.
Hey.
For those wondering,
I-
some of the authors that one of the main authors I listen to about gender abolition is Marquise Bay, Black Trans Feminism. Thank you. That was the whitest fucking take I've ever heard in my life. I don't even know what masculinity is.
I thought the color argument was pretty good.
Yeah, color is a binary now. Blue is either blue binary or blue non-binary.
I'm gonna lose my fucking shit, bro.
Hello.
Age and pronouns.
I'm 22 and I go by they them and he him.
Okay. Pick a topic you disagree with.
Okay. So I'm just confused about the parts that you said that all masculinity is toxic.
Make your argument. You're gonna need empirics. I hope you've read books. For the love of God, I hope you've read books.
Okay, you seem to be mad. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't blame you. That guy was crazy, but let me tell you. I don't think all masculinity is bad. Like there's like it's like basically hormones, testosterone. Like you can't be like it's when you are masculine, you're basically releasing them. At least that's what I know.
Y'all got it.
Like it's a set of traits.
Sorry.
Like how is
Ari's gonna
masculinity
go
toxic?
garden.
Generally confused by that statement.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What's your question?
So I'm confused about her saying all masculinity is toxic.
Okay, do you know what masculinity is?
Yeah, when you behave in a masculine way,
What is behaving in a masculine way?
like for example, like having a deep voice and
Why is that
Just-
classified as masculine?
because people made it that way.
You know, when you give a definition of a word, like a fundamental rule is not to use that same word in the definition.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like, I feel like we all know.
Right, but do you know?
Yeah, like people tell you that masculinity, football, acting a certain way, being more assertive, that sort of stuff.
So who are these behaviors and characteristics given to?
Usually people who want to be masculine, but in more broad, like let's say general people would usually put masculinity on men and boys.
Great. And how, when it comes to gender, how
Yeah.
have we determined gender prescriptions?
Prescriptions?
Yeah?
What's your definition of prescription?
Assignment?
Can you ask your question again?
When it comes to gender, how have we determined what characteristics we assign?
Men are more masculine. Females are more feminine.
Very, very good. I'm glad that cleared that up. How do we determine what characteristics are masculine and what characteristics are feminine?
That answer was funny.
What do you mean how?
How?
People
Why
tell
is
you
being
that.
why is being assertive masculine? Why is being
Because-
passive feminine? Like, why have we categorized these attributes in such a way?
I don't know. Misogyny?
Very good. Well, I mean, honestly, the correct answer is patriarchy.
Well, that's sort of the same thing.
Well, no, I would say misogyny is like the policing arm of patriarchy. So,
Yeah.
so we get it from the gender system, and obviously patriarchy is a gender system that supports male dominance and supremacy, which is why the masculine expression of that is toxic.
Yeah, the masculine expression of that is toxic, not
Great.
the masculinity as a definition. Like, as in pure masculinity, it can't be toxic. But it's used as
Do you think
toxic.
our argument is definitions are toxic? Like, I'm really confused.
No, I'm talking about like masculinity as in a pure form. Like,
What's a
can't be
pure form?
like when you're like just acting in a masculine way, and it's not just like you excusing
What is
bad
acting in a
behavior.
masculine way?
Like we've said, like being more assertive.
Wait, why is that masculine?
What do you
Because
mean? Why is
if we're gonna take what's like in reality, I seem much more assertive than you.
Okay, that could be characterized as a masculine trait for you. That's nothing bad.
Well, but I'm not a man, so maybe
Yeah, you
that's
can be masculine a
maybe
little bit.
maybe
Everybody has-
assertiveness is actually feminine.
I guess that you would have a different definition of femininity and masculinity.
Well, you're not giving me justification why it's classified as masculine.
Well, I'm telling you my definition. So,
I know, but I'm asking you why. Why do you classify assertiveness as masculine?
because I do. That's what people tell me.
Right. Well, so you don't have a reason.
What's your reason? What do you
So
think
you're
is
just here
masculine?
to tell us your fifis?
No, am I generally confused? Like, what do you think is masculine and feminine?
I've already gone over that, but I don't know
No,
why
you
you're burden
didn't.
shifting.
Can you go
yeah,
again,
yeah, I
then?
did. When we're talking about masculinity and femininity, these are gender expressions to uphold patriarchy. So that's
Oh, okay.
why certain characteristics are assigned to masculine because those are seen as dominant and superior. And certain characteristics are assigned to femininity because they are seen as submissive and inferior.
Okay, hold
Because that's how gender is to function under patriarchy.
on. Okay. So let me ask you this: in a perfect world where there's no oppression and
I can't hear you.
in a perfect world where
What's a perfect world?
I'm asking you a question. In
So
a
you're not
perfect
there?
world, oh my god!
you're not
All I know,
there?
hey, who the fuck are you raising your voice at? You got too much dip on your chip right now. You need to bring that shit down.
Dude, shut the hell up!
Lock the fuck in and have a conversation,
Shut
you
up!
fucking
I'm trying to
incel.
ask them about their opinion.
Hey,
Who are you?
yeah, the motherfucker that's gonna drop you if you don't shut the hell up. Watch your voice.
Super Mom Santa.
Me when I lie.
What's up, Santa?
Hey, sorry guys. Go
No,
ahead.
you got it. You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead, kid.
Santana is a ruthless mod.
So funny. Anyways, so like, and you're like, you think it's toxic to be masculine. So I'm just asking, in a perfect world, what would there be other than feminine and masculine?
There would be multiple expressions, and masculine and feminine would not be a gender
What
expression.
what
There would
would
be.
they be called then?
It'd be called Glizzy and Patty.
Cool. Anyways, I'm asking her.
That's what it'd be called.
I'm
It'd be
Glizzy.
called
genuinely
Glizzy
asking, what
and
is wrong with
Patty.
you?
W. W. Kenzie.
It'd be called Glizzy
I
and
knew you had
Patty.
one.
And Raymond and Badunkadunk and Candle. Yeah. I got a whole list. How many do you want?
I zoned out. What the hell are you talking about? What are you listing?
These are all the
We're talking
genders
about
in my
we're
world.
talking about genders, bro.
Oh,
Lizzie,
okay.
Patty. You don't know?
I'm like,
You
I'm
need to
pretty sure I'm glizzy.
you need to get with
Glug,
it.
glug,
See?
glug is another one.
There you go.
Did I answer your question?
What is happening?
No, because you're just leaving me confused. You're just having a big laugh. I'm genuinely asking
Well,
though.
I mean, so I don't know how I would make this clear for you when you're telling me to think of a world of gender expression, how I would aggregate these expressions, and then what I would label them. Like, why do you want me to explain that to you?
I just don't get your point. That's why.
What do you not understand about the
Why?
hierarchical
Okay,
structure
hold
of
on.
gender?
Because you're saying all masculinity is toxic. Shouldn't also like automatically be toxic because it's basically telling women to be like submit to like oppression and stuff.
When we talk about toxic, we're using that as a vehicle to talk about how it's oppressive. So in a way, yes, femininity is also oppressive, but it is not the oppressing action.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is the
Thank you.
subject
That.
that is oppressed.
Yeah. Thank you. That actually makes it clear now. I understand your point more.
Why the fuck you
I don't
lying?
understand shit.
Why you always lying?
No, my
Who the
God.
hell's this guy?
Shut up.
Stop fucking lying.
You guys is mad. What?
Are you done?
What?
You have anything else?
I'm sad. They're bullying me. Mom, come get me.
Okay, I called your mom. She said go home.
I'm with his mom right now. She did not say that.
Whoa.
They're so weird.
What's up, Santana?
Whoa.
I didn't want anything. I just I was trying to get up to catch a raid and bring some people in here.
I
So
appreciate you. W Santana Raiders who came in the raid.
Yeah, let's go.
W.
Santana Raiders, you better be tapping. We need 300K in 5 minutes.
lock the fuck in.
Yeah, and you guys also need to share the live and also gift the host, and also her pay links are in her bio, and also don't pull any lib shit in the comments, please.
Can I get a real quick W Andrew in the chat for the $3 donor say to lay waste the kingdom of oppression from the dude's example earlier. W Andrew in the chat for the $3 donor. Another W to Andrew in the chat for the $2 donor saying, I don't have any quips, just love. Thank you. I appreciate you. I do love your messages. They're awesome. And W to Heather in the chat for the $50 donor saying, oh, you want a rejection therapy? My bad. I didn't see that. Well, they got kicked anyway. So can we count that as a session of rejection therapy? Because I kicked them. They didn't leave. So W's in the chat for Heather for that. If you guys want to support me, support the live, support book club, which we did have a session. We did have a beautiful meeting this past weekend on. Cash App, pay links in the bio. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Tap the screen, share the live, do all the good things.
I think management's on her way home. I'm not exactly sure. Can I hang out until she gets here, or if you guys need space, I can drop?
No, you got it. You can hang out.
Okay.
Is that your wife?
Yes.
Management.
Okay.
We stand management. I also love when the men get mad And I like that Santana just existing. He's like pissing. He's like, hi. He's like, who the fuck are you?
He was like, I thought I had all of them to myself.
I got an op for you guys.
Fuck.
Bro, Ash and Andy both just shared the live with me about 30 times.
Can someone please tell Petty not to change her name to Glazine Warnrose?
No, please change your name to Glizine.
Glazine Warnrose is
Glazine
insane. Please
Why?
do
I
not
think
do
that's
that.
great.
Does anyone else, does Petty send anyone else like the live that you're already in and like she actively knows you're in the live, but she'll still.
Yes.
The hell,
She
Petty?
did it to me 8 times. Ash just did it to me
all
5
the time.
times. Andy just sent it to me 30 times. Like the notifications are still rolling in.
Listen. Petty loves me, so Petty doesn't do it to me.
Mia also does it to me all the time. Like
Petty will send me my own live. I'm like, what are we doing?
All right, we got an op up here. What are you opping about today, Noah?
Not too much.
Ari, you don't engage with turfs like that. I think we're in the same boat.
I can't stand them. I don't think there's an actual. At this point, I don't find a purpose in actually engaging with turfs because I truly do believe they're committed to the bit.
I agree, and my engagement today was not intentional. I wasn't trying to engage with this person. I was trying to engage with the host because I had like made a comment of a critique because I'm like a keyboard warrior. So, I was talking my shit in the comments. But this is a person. She's a Black liberal woman. She actually has a kind of big following. I think she got like 11K on here or whatever. She wasn't really doing turf shit on.
Oh,
kind of, yeah.
Kenzie's like that's it.
Yeah. Kenzie, how many you got? Let's see.
That's the way. This is her new account.
She got more than you, Kenzie.
I know she
you
does
got-
now,
I know you got
but I'm
hacked
not.
at, like-
I'm not going around saying I got a big following.
You got hacked at 80K or whatever, but nah, like she was in a previous live and she was dealing with I don't know if y'all know Will's Talks. He's super cool. But she was dealing with him and she said that the way that we resolve patriarchy is we exterminate 80% of the male population. And I was like, male? And somebody asked her, like, what you mean, like, male? Like, do you mean men or do you mean, like, males? And she's like, no, like, I said what I said. Like, I'm talking about males. I'm like, okay, I don't know where you read this from. This being the solution to patriarchy, that's very interesting. But she was in this space and she was talking about the police force. And she said the reason the police are so inept is because most of them are white men. And I was like, that is not why the issues with the police we have are the issues that we have. Like I don't know if y'all been to New York City.
No, 2 things can be true.
No. No. We don't benefit from a multiracial police force. In fact,
No, I'm just
there was
saying,
a study
we can
on
always-
Memphis's
we can always,
police department.
Point to like white men
being
adding to the issue. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, I just don't tolerate that rhetoric from like liberals who go up for like empty representation, right? Because like diversifying the police force is not a coherent political project. That is not how we liberate ourselves from police brutality. In fact, we actually see like the opposite of that sometimes. Like Memphis Police Department is actually disproportionately Black, and they have a higher rate of like brutality, misconduct, etc. And for me personally, I don't know how y'all feel. I actually just got pulled over not long ago on some minor traffic shit. And it was a non-white woman who was extremely like overly aggressive with me at the stop. You know what I'm saying? Because there's this element where you have to like overcompensate.
Yeah, you have to overperform in that position because, you have to fit into the club.
But I was just losing my mind because we got into a conversation about like liberalism. And she's like, what's so bad about liberalism anyways? Like, why do you have such an issue with liberalism? And I was like, and then she asked me like, what do you think liberalism is or how do you understand it? So I tell her like, yeah, like liberalism is like based on this idea of like the individual having rights and freedom being conceptualized as the ability to own private property, right? This is like what classic liberalism denotes. And she's like, where did you get that from? I'm like, John Locke. And then she's like, that's your issue. You're reading old rich white men to get your understanding of liberalism. I'm like, that nigga that's the point. That's the point. This is where it comes from. This is part of why I'm against liberalism. And then she proceeded to say, why didn't you bring up Nietzsche or Kierkegaard? I have a degree in philosophy. I don't give a fuck. If you invoke your degree in a debate or conversation, I'm sorry, that's some loser shit, right? Because she don't want to go degree for degree with me anyways. If we compared transcripts, it would be very bad for her. If we compare journal publications, it would be bad for her. Like, she does not want to do this game with me anyways. Like, I'll beat her in the elitism game. But I was just like fucking losing my mind. And then she was saying that the issue with like the reason, because the host asked a question about like what happened to Black radical movements, right? Like why have we seen this like dissipation of like Black radical movement? And she said because of patriarchy. And I was like, okay, cool. Like patriarchy has certainly infected Black radical movements. That's undeniable, right? You know, we talk about the Black Panther Party, the BLA, Pan-African movements. A lot of these have been very phallogocentric and masculinist movements, right? That's undeniable. I think there are other issues aside from patriarchy that also led to, you know, the collapse of these movements, obviously like state intervention, all of these things or whatever. But it's also like, why am I discussing patriarchy with somebody whose solution is exterminating males and who's a TERF? I was just like, I cannot take your any gendered critique that you present seriously. Like if this is what you're working with.
I try to be as very intentional with my language around that topic as much as possible, because for me I do like the distinction between males and men. So like when I say when I say like when people say what is patriarchy, mine is the abolition of patriarchy, right? That is, or what is feminism?
We talked
what is
about
the
this.
Abolition of patriarchy, right? With that comes abolition, and so the abolition of gender, not maleness, right? Because I can't get rid of males. That would also exterminate or get rid of trans women, and I do not wish for that.
It's a very odd way of like phrasing it. It's very bioessentialist, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like weird because she said I was invested in this project of like calling or making Black women liberals, and I'm like, no, we were just talking about specific Black women who happen to be liberals. Like, there's this thing, I don't know if you saw, they also are saying that when you call someone like an establishment Democrat, that's like calling someone the N-word. That's like what they're saying now. They're saying that saying establishment, people say that because they're afraid to say the N-word. So they just say establishment instead. And it's like, I've seen this too, like before this whole establishment discourse came up, where they're like, stop calling Black women liberals. It's like, some of y'all are liberals though. And like, we need to address this, right? Because again, her solution is we need this sort of like representation of these marginalized groups. And I was like, I'm not opposed to like marginalized people being in leadership positions. I think that's a good thing. I think we also need to consider ideology. And she was deeply offended by that. But it's like, this is the issue with liberalism, right? Like y'all overlook ideology in favor of identity. And I've been trying to get this point across for fucking years about identity reductionism and the way that you can be of a marginalized identity and you can experience violence and oppression, and you don't necessarily have an analysis of that oppression or violence, right? Because we're talking about systems. Like, the issue with liberalism for real is the focus on individuals and this belief that like lived experience translates to a like definitive politic that is anti that oppression, when we know that this isn't the case. We see Black people, we see queer people, we see women, we see people of all these different marginalized groups who end up sort of inheriting these politics that are very like anti-Black, misogynistic, patriarchal, et cetera, which was my point. But I crashed out, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, did she give a concept of liberalism?
She didn't. She just invoked Nietzsche and her philosophy degree out of fucking nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck does Nietzsche have to do with liberalism?
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Like, if she doesn't like yours, then what is it?
Well, she doesn't think liberalism is bad. And then when I said like, because she was like almost disagreeing with my definition, even though it literally came from John Locke. Like, I've actually read these people. And then she was like, and I was like, yeah, like I don't believe in private property. And she was like, and she said this with like the utmost repulsion. She's like, "Oh, so you're a Marxist? Are you one of those? Are you a communist?" I'm like, "Yeah." And yeah, then the shit sort of devolved from there.
Can I get a W in the chat for Ross, who sent the $5 dono and said Santana lied and said he was going to bed like 15 minutes ago.
I have to wait for my wife to get home. I
Does she gotta
literally-
tuck you in?
Well, no, because that's my best friend. So
Aw.
like if I go to bed without her, or like she goes to bed without me, then things aren't right. So I'm just waiting for her to get here.
I'm sorry, if I'm not allowed to be gay on panel, why is Santana?
Because I'm special.
Why do you get to be gay and I don't?
Why is loving his wife gay?
Because he's black.
Because it's loving a woman.
It
Whoa.
is gay.
Damn.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Santana, I think if you were an ally for real, you would refer to her as your partner.
My partner. You're right.
Wait,
You're
true.
right. You're my partner. My partner.
For those, I did see some confusion in the chat. So basically what Noah is speaking towards is one, a lot of people take liberal as a slur, almost as the N-word. I think people should, like, being a liberal is a bad thing. Like, let's be for real.
And that's how Sean and I use it. That's why we call each other liberal all the time.
Yep.
But a lot
That's
of
true.
a lot of people take offense to that and don't want to be called a lib. And then what he's also talking about is that some people are prioritizing other identities, like whether they're queer or black, over their other politics, such as being a lib. And that's really critical to like liberation movements, is also acknowledging their politics. Like a black lib, yes, they're black, however, they're still liberal, which is still harmful. And so that's what he's also speaking towards, but also how things, how certain language around gender is also inherently transphobic. So like saying to abolish all males is transphobic in itself and doesn't
Right.
speak towards gender abolition.
I also just like, she was not hearing what I was trying to say about like part of the other failures with like the civil rights movement and these various black radical organizations. Because one of the things I mentioned is, and I don't really think this point is refutable, I don't even think it's that hot of a take, there was a collapsing between black leadership and the black community. And there was this presumption that the black leadership represented the masses of black people. And the funny thing about her rejecting this critique is, if your critique is about patriarchy in these movements, you should understand what I'm saying. Because the patriarchy in these movements manifested in the way that you had black men who were leaders of these movements who were not attending to the specific conditions of like black women, for instance, right? However, they claim to be spokespersons and representations of a larger black community that is simply not as homogenous as people would like it to be. And so what happened with these, like with the outcomes of these movements, is that the interests of a particular strata of black people was overrepresented. We see this to this day with liberal politics, black liberals in power.
You know what's funny, Ari? So I was talking to you know who, and I was like, "Hey, got a book for you. You should check out Bell Hooks, Ain't I a Woman?" And they were like, "Yeah, I already got it. I ordered it. I plan on like reading it so I can debate against what's in the book." I was like, "Wait, what?"
I told you.
Okay.
It's like,
All right.
yeah. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Wait, I don't
And-
know who this is.
Huh?
So-
What you say, Kenzie?
I don't know who you know who is.
Unfuck America.
No. It's
Stop
Julio.
Beat?
No, it's Julio.
I
Oh.
told you. I
Yeah.
told you.
I know.
I told
I was like,
you.
wait. I said, what do
Is
you
he
think
like
that
a medical doctor or
No,
just like
no.
a doctorate?
No, he's a doctor like Dr. Pepper or Dr. Dre.
So it's not like he doesn't hold a doctorate or an MD.
No.
Santana, I just want to let you know your chat put your gift in my Discord. Audio
What's that what gift?
book. Audio.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't understand where the fuck people got that from.
Get that shit out of here, bro.
Yo, I put that on the screen. Manager said, "Stop it now. It's making me uncomfortable."
It's in my Discord right now, so it's just a GIF going.
I think Mander spread it to the Discord.
It is Manders that did it.
Yo.
But to your point, no, because Noah, you keep yelling at me. We are reading Retro of the Earth next.
But I told him, I was like, wait, I said, so what do you think I was saying that you should read that book for? And then he was like, well, you know, da 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 da. And I said, well, I think you would enjoy the book because, you know, you have this reverence for like the civil rights movement, but I think you need to understand like how Black women were uniquely disposition when it came to civil rights and how they were like cast aside by multiple groups that were supposed to be with them. And then I was like, yeah, you know, I think the big thing that you need to get is that we need to support Black women. And then he was like, yeah, I agree. Like the civil rights and the community, you know, we need to support Black women. I was like, no, you and me, like specifically. And he was like, okay. I was like, oh, all right. Yeah.
I told you about that one.
I don't think people are engaging with like any of these people seriously. Like the more I have discourse with folks, and it really frustrates me. I think it's anti-Blackness and misogynoir and all these things. Because I see a lot of these like frameworks invoked by people who do not embody their politic, and who also remove them from the context that they developed under. Intersectionality is a huge one of those. Speaking of the person I'm arguing with in the comments, like I wish people would read Kimberly Crenshaw so that they actually know what they're saying when they bring up intersectionality, because I feel like they have removed it from its very particular context and theorization. Like intersectionality is like a legal framework, right? It's about sort of recognition under bourgeois law. And I have critiques and issues with intersectionality precisely because it is like a liberal project, right? And that there are people who have theorized the sort of like simultaneity of identity and the way that informs people's experiences and informs sort of like what type of political program would be necessary that predate intersectionality and I think are more like robust and comprehensive than intersectionality is. And this is someone like I've spoken to Kimberly Crenshaw, right? Like I didn't work for her, but my best friend did. And she was a professor at my school. And when I tell people like she's a liberal, when I tell people she's a liberal, people get offended, but it's like she would tell you herself that she's a liberal. It's really no shade. Like I think people have imposed radical politics onto her. And I think it's largely because they simply have not read the source material.
Well, I think some words do, because we understand that yes, words have their origins, and I do think some people take on different meanings and understandings of certain words. And so I think, intersectionality has moved past, not in all regards, but in some regards, how people use it. Like the way I use it is not any bourgeois or toxic context, more of like just analysis on lived experience, period. But I understand what you're talking about because it's in I have the book Critical Race Theory, which is illegal.
Yeah, I'm thinking of mapping the margins specifically because when I ask people like what group of people specifically was like Crenshaw talking about when she coined the term, and like most people would not be able to tell you, but she's talking about Black women in General Motors specifically, and talking about how the law had these gaps, and she was interested in like reforming the law to attend to these gaps in terms of anti-discrimination cases. And my issue with it is like this idea of like anti-discrimination law, not to say it's like unnecessary or like a bad project, that's not what I'm trying to say, but it's very like limited, because if you're like anti-capitalist, right, you're interested in actually abolishing the sort of worker-employer relationship altogether.
Yep.
Right. Which would render anti-discrimination law in a lot of ways sort of superfluous.
Well, I would even argue as like law as we know it within this context, because like law is enforced by the state as well as like the policing arm.
Precisely. Yeah. I mean, if you speaking of critical race theory, right? If you look at like Crenshaw's colleagues, like someone I fuck with, I'm not really a big critical race theory person, period, because I don't really fuck with legal studies. But like, if you're going to be a radical legal scholar, look to someone like Derek Bell, who said that the law offers nothing to Black people, right? Like, there's no type of reform that can be implemented under capitalism through bourgeois law that is sustainable and like, you know, substantial, that could actually like attend to the conditions of Black people. I think that type of pessimism is the sort of disposition that you need to adopt towards bourgeois law if you're actually a radical.
Yeah, no, I agree with
Sorry,
that.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I agree with that.
No, I think we can see that also manifest for women as well. Like, I don't think any laws on rape do anything.
Exactly.
That's one of my favorite arguments. Is talking about rape laws, and actually how they also don't speak towards the rape of men either, because a lot of rape laws, there are rape laws out there that say you can only be raped with a phallus.
And then like, if also we talk about like the idea of even like state sanctioned rape, like when we talk about the legalization of pornography, you're also creating like another class that can control someone's sexual behavior for profit and completely remove their autonomy, which is completely legal under law.
I just want to say this is what was shared in my Discord a minute ago.
Why did
Oh,
you feel
hell
that?
no. Get that off the screen.
I don't know who the hell that is, but I'm just glad it's not me.
Ari
For
is
management's
the bane
sake.
of my
I
fucking
can't,
existence.
Sean. I can't believe you let them catch you slipping like that.
Is that really what happened? I was the one singing
You know,
audiobook to the tune of "Beat It."
Mm-hmm.
You know that viral clip with God, what's his name, John Hamm, where he's in that club, and
Yeah.
I think we should start replacing that with the Santana clip.
All I keep seeing is this.
That's so funny.
Ari, do you know? Do you know who Joy James is?
No.
Really? Oh my gosh, I gotta send you two things. She has a book called Shadowboxing Black Feminist Politics, and it's like a survey of like the history of Black feminism. It's not super contemporary, which is kind of annoying. Like I wish she wrote another one more recently, because I think it's from like the late 90s. Fantastic text. I feel like, you know, this is symptomatic of like a larger effacement of like Black radicals, but it frustrates me that the names that people know tend to not be the more radical ones. Like even when it comes to Black feminism, like I think people know Kimberly Crenshaw, they know Bell Hooks.
You consider
and I don't want to take away.
a feminist?
Yes,
Does she identify as one?
yes, she does.
I would classify her as a feminist. What do you mean?
I never.
Yeah,
well, I
she does
I never,
identify as
I
a
never
feminist.
I never heard her self-identify. So my bad.
That's an important question though, because a lot of people who are placed in like the feminist body are like don't self-identify as
So
feminists,
that's
which
why
I
I
find
wanted
really
to
funny.
ask. I'm like, does she self?
Because I hate to do the thing, right? Like it's a Black woman writing about something. You're like, she's a feminist, but like they don't even claim that, because that happens a lot. Like Sylvia Winter comes to mind, but even though she writes about like gender a lot. Even Judith Butler, I don't think Judith Butler identifies as a feminist. I think they identify as like a gender theorist.
Well,
I think she
post-structuralist.
identifies as a trans philosopher.
Yes.
I think I've only read two authors that directly identified themselves as feminists, and that is Marquise Bey as a Black trans feminist, who literally says as a Black trans feminist, and Bell Hooks directly says like I'm a feminist. And I don't even think, because Laura Bates, her literature speaks towards feminism, but I've never heard her actually consider herself a feminist.
Yeah, Joy
Hey,
James has this
really
piece.
quick. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, my
I didn't want to just leave, but I'm gonna go now. Okay. I'll see you guys.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Audio
Bye.
book. Audio. Sorry. Bye.
Joy James
You know,
has this
I
really.
just think Ari Moggs, is that what it's called? Ari Moggs
Look at
sends him
you.
anytime she makes fun of him.
I do.
Not Kenzie picking up the Gen Z lingo. What's going on?
No, I'm scared. Why is she talking like that?
I think B is
Y'all
rubbing
can
off
call
on
me
her.
Mima.
Oh no! I think Belle's rubbing off on you because Belle knows how to link up.
What are you talking about? I study the manosphere. Like this is how they talk.
I don't even study that shit that deeply. You're too far in, Kenzie.
Kenzie's manosphere maxing.
Really?
I'm really fascinated by it. Jeez.
I
But I
can't do
kind
it.
of want to like. Noah's like got all these degrees and writes all this stuff. Noah, I want to read your stuff. We read it to me.
It's on the low. It's on the low. Like if I
It's
told
not on the low if you're saying it.
nah, I gotta be quiet. What they say, Sean? What Saucy Santana said?
Oh, quiet on the
Said we gotta be quiet on the creek.
Exactly. Like
Well, you're not doing that.
I'm trying. No. Look,
No, you're not. You're on the
aside from
live
this-
telling me that you write
You
shit.
just
and I'm like,
said
can I
it in
read
front of like
it?
close
You're
to
like,
400
nah.
people. There's 400 people
Nope.
who guys I write shit. I'm keeping
Wait
it
a
on the
minute.
low.
Wait a minute. Noah over here playing. Noah playing piano on the creek.
He's even like, I'm even getting like Jones digs in, like, oh, Noah's our new 12 degrees now. Like,
Noah literally came up to say that he was talking to somebody who brought up their degree, and he was saying, "You don't want to go degree for degree."
Look,
Eliza,
I
what do you
only
mean?
said that because they popped out with the degree first.
Noah-
I'm not the
Noah
nigga
doesn't
to
even
bring
have to
up
show
where I went to
degrees.
school.
Noah don't even
I
gotta
don't
show
bring
Noah,
up
are
where I
you
go
a
to
biblical
school.
scholar?
Wait, hold on. Noah don't even gotta show degrees. He just gotta fucking talk. Every time Noah speaks, I'm like, bro, speak English, dude. Stop doing this.
Noah will pull out.
famously has all of the degrees.
He
All
like
of his-
just he
there are
like,
none left
he
for
Noah
you.
will-
complicated his sentences for no reason. I'm like, why? I gotta do work.
I
just
love it.
talking
Noah
to
will
you.
pull out words that I haven't heard. Unless,
I mean,
like,
he really is flexing. I do see it too.
And I'm
Nah,
like,
wait,
this
Ari.
is fucking funny.
will
He's like,
pull
look
out
at my
words
beautiful
that I haven't heard.
brain.
Ari, you didn't like phallogencentric?
No,
That
I'm like,
didn't eat a little
why?
bit?
I wrote that shit down.
Look at
Kenzie.
There are no more
like, bro,
degrees.
it's late at night and you're making me have to do work. I'm like, stop it now.
But there are no more degrees because no one has them all.
Yeah, like he doesn't even have to show his degrees. He just gotta talk. I'm like,
300.
Throw
300 degrees. Every university. I went to Tel Aviv University, like they're saying in the
go
comments.
to fucking hell. Burn in hell. Stop it now. He's kidding, guys. He's kidding. He's fucking kidding. Knock it the fuck off.
I'm from Tel Aviv, and Ari is my favorite streamer.
Get the I'm ending the live right now. I'm ending the fucking live right now. Jesus fucking Christ.
Noah does that thing that Shay does where his voice is monotone and you can't tell that he's playing.
Oh my god, people are like, is he? Noah, please.
Noah, let him know that we was Hebrews.
So we would care.
The Hebrew Israelites be so fun. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's just my city. It's really unfortunate.
But I can't have a toxic crush. But Noah gets to have all the
camera
toxic
cut
crush.
off.
Who said Noah was allowed to have that crush?
Yo.
Like
Oh
the
my
yelling and shit
God.
is not attractive. I'll give you that. But like
I won't
physically,
lie, I've got some of my best bangers from them. Nothing hits like Cave hit.
Oh my god.
y'all got to see the Hebrew Israelites in Crenshaw before you judge me. Okay.
All right, I'll go to Crenshaw. I'll see some BHIs.
I'm done with y'all.
Not the BHI trade is crazy work though.
I'm fucking done.
I think I
Like-
like them because I like Q's and they're like aesthetically similar.
You like Q's better than Kappas?
No, none.
Yeah.
None.
I've never dealt with a Q, but like that would be like the priority. That would be like number one.
No, none of them. None of
Ari,
them.
what? Are you
None of
anti
them.
Divine Nine?
No. I've literally
You gotta deconstruct.
I've literally been
accused people.
I've literally been basically
I can't-
sexually assaulted by all of them. No, thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
A lot of the dudes who I used to mess with call themselves the biggest ape, and that shit really pisses me off. So I can't fuck with some of the Divine Nine. I ain't gonna
Literally,
hold-
literally,
It's like, why are you a grown man calling? Why are you a black grown man calling yourself an ape? Stop it right now. Cut it out.
the
I
fucking
do not care about your affiliation.
I was at a Q's party and they fucking pinned me to a fucking wall. No. No,
No,
thank
that's
you.
horrible.
They're literally
That's terrible.
they're called dogs for a fucking reason. No, none of them. They can all suck my ass. They're all still black men at the end of the day. Hello.
Wait, Goody, I got a question for you. You are, you're not like bi-ethnic. You're just Jamaican on both sides.
Yeah, both parents.
Okay. Do you feel like you can speak about Black American history?
I feel okay. This is a interesting conversation because this is okay. So ethnically, I'm not Black American, but I have a blue passport. So socially and wait, how would I
Your
say it again?
nationality, you're American.
My nationality is American, and I'm a Black person in America, and I've researched these things and learned about them to speak on them. But would I say that I am ethnically Black American? No. I think anyone who actually does adequate research on things can speak to subjects. I wouldn't speak over a professional or people who have more insight than me, but I wouldn't base that on them just being Black American.
Thank you. No, that's why I asked the question, because like the conversation I was having earlier with the person I was talking about, like they came at somebody who was Sudanese, who was deeply versed in like Black American political history, Black radical tradition, et cetera, much more versed than the person who was arguing with them. And they're like, you can't even speak on this shit because you're Sudanese. It's like, that is not how this works. And this is another reason why we need to disabuse ourselves of fucking identity reductionism. Because like there are Black Americans who are not as versed in Black American history as there are like, you know, people outside of the Americas, in the same way that like I could be more versed in like the history of the Caribbean than some people who live in the Caribbean. Right. I don't think I should, like, if I'm studied in this thing, I'm not going to refrain from like speaking about history. It's not like it just is incoherent to me because folks think that you just like by lived experience. I don't know if it's some like osmosis process that you just absorb history. History is literally something you need to engage with.
I think that comes from a lack of, and I do agree in some context, maybe we could find a different word, because I know you don't like the word intersectionality, but I think it comes from a lack of understanding of how I'm using in this context intersectionality. I'm not talking about the legal framework. I'm talking about in terms of identity and experience, right? But that also comes with education, right? And so very similarly to how people abuse like believe all women and what that means, I think people abuse the term intersectionality in this context. Again, if you want to find a different word for it, this is just the best term I have for this understanding, if you know what I'm talking about in terms of experience and understanding of how certain structures work in different areas. And I think people take as the end all be all that because this person holds this identity, they must be the end all be all know all of this identity, and that's just not true.
Yeah, like, do you know, y'all familiar with like standpoint epistemology? I think this actually came out of feminism, if I'm mistaken. But like, I agree with some of standpoint epistemology. Like, I think if you are of a particular identity or have a particular lived experience, you are like epistemically privileged to speak on that experience. That doesn't necessarily mean that you are an authority of that experience, right? Because I do think that requires like engagement and research, right?
Yeah.
Just because I live in the United States, I don't automatically absorb like the Black radical tradition in US history. This is not how this shit works.
Yeah, my mom lives here. My mom's lived here all her life, and she didn't know what fucking capitalism was. I explained that shit to her.
Right, she experiences capitalism though. That's her lived experience.
She's actually a fucking landlord. She's the worst part of capitalism.
Oh wow!
Shout out Bell Hooks though. Shout out Bell Hooks.
Shout out Bell Hooks.
Get your money, girl.
I do want to put one additional thing in regards to what you said is very true. There's things I can speak on in regards to Jamaican history and the involvement of the United States government within Jamaican politics and the destabilizing of our economy. That some people born, raised, who live in Jamaica currently have never left the island can't speak on because they simply do not understand or never learned of things outside of like public of the schooling and education and based on things that their parents think. Also, we have a lot of indoctrination within our school system in Jamaica. A lot of the things I know of are from research and also from my mom living it because she left Jamaica in the 80s and literally had to swear on a Bible that she wasn't a communist. But at the same time, I have told you and Sean about my mom. My mom, and I had to tell my mom that she is very liberal. Now in her viewpoints and
I
things
called
she
my mom a
says,
boot liquor
even
to her
though in
face,
the
and that
1960s, yeah,
I called her.
in the 1960s, my mom was in the 1960s, my mom was a communist. In the 70s, she was a communist, but now her standpoints no longer completely align in a way that I would consider communist, because she is not anti-capitalist.
No, I just think my mom's also. I'm trying to just see where she gets her framework, because she's very uneducated, so she just doesn't understand shit. So
I will say
so
my mom will
I
read
hold
things
on,
if I
Goody.
send it to her.
Hold on. I got her to concede on certain things in terms of capitalism. So I just think she's just wholly uneducated, because she also didn't understand how patriarchy worked, and then I had to explain it to her, because I think she thinks that's like that. I think her idea of these things is very like how people typically come up in here and say it, where it's like, well, women can vote now. I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about patriarchy. And so I had to explain to her, I was like, Mom, you know as much as I do. You've had to work very hard to get to your position compared to the men. And she's like, well, that's true. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about with the oppression. That men have less barriers, and you have to work 10 times harder just because you're a woman. She's like, oh, okay. I get that now.
Yeah, and I'll see, like, there's things like that. My mom will we will have full drag out arguments where like cursing each other's out. You think it's bad when I cuss out people on live? Me and my mom cut each other out because we don't see eye to eye on things. And I'll send her things, and so sometimes she'll do the dream thing where she'll read the information I sent her and try to use it against me in an argument. But she didn't fully comprehend the information that she read, so she's not making a good argument. And then like she will sometimes concede on certain points, but other points she just I get it. But she does read. She does read. I wouldn't say she's fully uneducated. I would say that there is a comprehension issue on some takes. And also, no, in regards to the intersectionality, I think it's a good tool that has been overused and weaponized, and is often weaponized and used to bludgeon people.
Well, because I said it before, because I actually got into a debate with a mutual of mine where they said they don't believe people can weaponize their marginality. I was like, they do all the time. Like I've seen black people silence other people who aren't wrong, saying, well, you can't say that I'm black, and you have to believe me because I'm black. And I'm like, bro, what happens in solid space all the time? You have a black person going to solid space, he's like, well, I'm black and I believe black people can be racist.
Literally, like, okay.
I'm like,
no, like my thing about intersectionality, it's not even that I have like hella vitriol for it. I just wish it was not like divorced from the context in which it emerged. And I just like implore people to like engage with Crenshaw specifically, like learn where this came from, and also learn about her as a person, learn about her politics, right? Because you go to her Twitter, it's Kamala's eating them up, and I have to write a whole piece about why Kamala, didn't win because of misogynoir. It's like, you're a liberal. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, you go to the page, she's saying that people, I remember she made a tweet linking Kamala and like Beyonce, and was like talking about like the oppression that they both experience, right? And I would never deny that like either of them don't experience like anti-black racism. Of course they do. Like class doesn't fully insulate you from that. But I do think it speaks to the way that like political economy and class is sort of overlooked within the framework of intersectionality, or at least the framework allows itself to be co-opted in a particular way and used in a way to sort of avoid dealing with class, which is why you have folks who like defend black political elites, despite the fact that their interests are like, if we're being for real, are opposed to the interests of the masses of black people. That's a very difficult pill for, it seems, for like especially black liberals to swallow. And I think this like eschewing of class analysis is what is producing that.
I think there's also a massive lack of comprehension and refusal to go deeper when going into things. There's a surface level understanding of intersectionality that I recognize, especially like within the Black community amongst Black women, where it's like it allows for a lot of oppression Olympics to go on in conversation, and we witness this often.
I mean, you know how I feel about Oppression Olympics.
Yeah, that shit is weird because as far as I know of intersectionality, Crenshaw didn't really intend for it to be this like additive thing.
It's
to
not.
where
It's
like
never,
it would
it's
even
never
right.
meant
It's
to be
that's
additive.
that's not what it is. So
It's
it,
supposed
it
to be,
feels like a
like,
misuse of it,
a Venn
anyways.
diagram of lived experiences, and it just more, it doesn't even speak to the lived experience itself. It just
Yeah.
says what may happen if this person holds these certain identities and how it can become more complicated. So it just people foundationally misunderstand what intersectionality is. They do think it stacks. I'm like, it's not supposed to be stacked. This is literally supposed to be just a Venn diagram. I don't know what we're doing here with that, but I also think, again, in context, I think a lot of people abuse the word intersectionality and just a lack of understanding. Like I very much I talked about this with Kenzie before, because I think people abuse the word like believe all women, and they don't understand what that fully believes or what that means, where people are like believe all women blindly, and I'm like, no, that's not what that means. What that means is center the victims and listen to their stories in a system that does not typically listen to women.
A lot of people are using the term bodily autonomy as well, alongside intersectionality.
Well, I think people don't understand the difference between bodily autonomy and bodily integrity. All right, bye, Kenzie.
Ooh, can you explicate that?
So,
wait, before we go on to a next topic, I did want to ask something really quick about what we were just talking about. So would you guys say that cultural competency, like in the way that like intersectionality gets misused, is probably what people are conflating intersectionality with, like understanding that people from different backgrounds may interact with others in different ways, and like they're misapplying it broadly to what they think intersectionality is?
My issue is more so that it's been divorced from like the legal context in which it was developed, right? It's not an all-encompassing like mode of analysis on the basis of identity, which I think is what people have like transformed intersectionality into. And again, like Ari and I were talking earlier about like being careful about labeling people as feminists, particularly if they didn't identify as such. There are so many people who like don't identify with intersectionality, but intersectionality has been imposed onto them. Like somebody brought up Angela Davis, and maybe I haven't read all of her work, so maybe there is a work where she like uses it, but like in Women, Race, and Class, she talks about triple oppression because she's a communist, right? So she's actually citing communist conceptions of identity and Black womanhood
has she
rather
identified
than like
herself as a feminist either?
Yes, she has.
Okay, just making sure, because I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that either. Well, she does have, like, I do have the book, I haven't read it yet, Abolition Feminism Now. I don't know if that in that book she identifies as a feminist.
Dude, have you seen Davis in the past like 15 years? Is she okay? I love her work, but like my homie put me onto something and it kind of broke my heart. She said in 2012 that Obama is the embodiment of the Black radical tradition. I said, huh?
So, bombing people.
Do you know that he said, wait, I'm gonna pull up this thing. Y'all can get to what y'all want to get into, but I need y'all to hear this because I was a child during the first and second Obama administration, but especially the first. And
good trouble.
And I was not.
Not the second, Ari. Come on.
I was.
You guys, good trouble with
In 2020, what was it?
2016?
2016? Nah. Come on, you were like a sophomore in college.
2012
the first time I voted, or I got to vote, was when he was leaving. Yeah.
See.
Okay, but she was closer to a child than good trouble was.
I did not want. I can never say I voted for Obama twice. I never voted for him at all because I was not of age to vote for him.
Good Trouble was a child. He was a 30-year-old child.
30-year-old child.
Log off.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the
He
first
was 30-teen. He was 30-teen.
30 teen. You know what? Y'all are too funny for
I
this
think I
app.
was in. I
I'm
think I
gonna
was
need
in.
all of y'all.
Was it what? How was it when his first administration? How old was I? Was I in
You're
middle
probably
school?
10.
I was in middle
I
school.
was literally 8 years old in 08.
Me too.
I
W being born in 2000.
I don't keep a track of when these Bro, I never learned the U.S. presidents. I went to Catholic school for a period of time. I just don't care enough. And now more than ever, I still don't care. When was he president?
I
don't
never
fucking
learned
care.
the states.
I never learned the states
Ask
either.
me.
Ask me the capitals. I don't know shit. I literally found out
Don't know shit.
a couple years ago that Tallahassee is the capital of Florida.
You know
This
who
whole
taught me
time,
Nah.
I
You know
thought it
who
was
taught me?
Orlando.
No, Malik.
No.
You're not gonna shame me because I thought I was just gonna go back to Jamaica. So I was like, I don't need to know none of this shit. You know who told me that Louisiana was the boots? My 13-year-old. Yeah, she told me that. I was like, oh.
Why the fuck do I need to memorize the capitals?
You don't. I never needed to.
Exactly. Well, Malik over here shaming me. Why do I need to fucking know?
For Florida, yes.
No, why?
I mean, I didn't know Florida until you just
that
said that.
state is about to fucking drown in a couple of years. Why
know.
do I care?
I know. I'm going under with it.
Why do I care then about the capital of that state?
Try to save yourself and go back to Jamaica, Malik. What is wrong with you?
What am I gonna get out of Jamaica? They're just gonna send me off to another island to do imperialism.
He's still not
Wait,
answering.
y'all gotta listen to these 2 paragraphs. This is fucking insane. This is Obama's speech in 2008. I have already condemned in unequivocal terms the statements of Reverend Wright that have caused such controversy. Do y'all know who he is?
No.
He was his
was
pastor.
this what the Boondocks made the meme of Obama distancing himself from Huey for?
Yes, but he was this pastor who was, politically conscious, and I guess had said, this is part of what got him fucked up. He said that 9/11 was a result of US imperialist policy, which is facts. That was the stated. That's the stated intent, bro. That was literally facts. But anyways, for some, nagging questions remain. Did I know him to be an occasionally fierce critic of American domestic and foreign policy? Of course. Did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in church? Yes. Did I strongly disagree with many of his political views? Absolutely. Just as I'm sure many of you have heard remarks from your pastors, priests, or rabbis with which you strongly disagree. But the remarks that have caused this recent firestorm weren't simply controversial. They weren't simply a religious leader's effort to speak out against perceived injustice. Instead, they expressed a profoundly distorted view of this country, a view that sees white racism as endemic and that elevates what is wrong with America above all that we know is right with America. A view that sees the conflicts in the Middle East as rooted primarily in the actions of stalwart allies like Israel, instead of emanating from the perverse and hateful ideologies of radical Islam. Is Obama okay?
Oh no!
Did y'all hear that shit?
He said,
"Bro, he put the X on the Islamophobes' back."
Bro, he said the distorted view is the view that sees white racism as endemic. Is white racism not endemic to the United States?
My fault. I misspoke. I thought I meant to say you put the S on the Islamophobe's chest.
Hold on. You know what? I knew that something was going on when he and Michelle came on TV and was telling us that the Republicans aren't racist when they made the monkeys and put them on Twitter. But now I know for sure something's wrong with that.
What?
Something was wrong with that man, I think. And then I think the sounds from work cut her out.
Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying something's wrong with that.
Oh, I said I knew that something was wrong when Trump made the monkeys and put them on Twitter, and they said, "Oh, it doesn't mean that they're racist." But now I know for sure there's something wrong with him.
Noah was cracking me up the other day. When Santana had to point out something Obama had did, and Santana goes, "Yeah, I know, Noah." And Noah's in the comments. He's like, "My Obama hate is spreading."
That's all I want.
That's
I literally
I
just
was
want him to be
cracking the fuck
detained.
No,
up.
I
I keep
genuinely
telling
don't think
people, I want
Obama
a
is
shirt.
really the litmus test for if you're like a black progressive or a black liberal. I think so.
Well, I
I
think
want it on a shirt. Obama was right.
I think it comes in context depending on who's speaking. I think black people overall, like, because I do think, one, I get pissed off. I think I've said this before. I think I said this specifically to Noah before, that I do get irritated when people are like, well, he was the first black man and blah, 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 and he had to be up all against those things. I was like, I think it's anti-black to cut him slack and not hold him to certain standards. Carla!
It's in fact infantilization, which is
Yeah,
extremely anti-black.
So I think it's what?
Free Kala, let her speak.
Oh my god, it's literally. I'm trying to actually end the live. It's 10 o'clock at night and she's barking. That's actually like the sound curfew, so we can get in trouble right now. So, you know, that shit pisses me off, and I do think like people not being critical is especially black people. I do think for white people, there's a level of anti-blackness that comes with the policing. Whatever, they should still be critical. It just depends on like what is being said.
I agree. I
said
just wanted to
also-
be clear that Obama's like a whole fed. Like, I'm not going to read more of the speech. It's really long, but like, bro, what he does in this speech is he blames black radicals for the racial conditions in the United States, which is absolutely hilarious. Like, this is the Fed playbook, right? They're like mad at the resistance to anti-blackness rather than the context in which the resistance emerged, right? You're not mad at the you know, virulent white supremacy that black people are subjected to in this country. You're mad at the response to it, and you think that the response is the cause.
I think how you treat Obama is how I treat Olivia Pope. Everyone's like, I love, what was the show again?
Scandal.
Scandal. And everyone's like, Olivia Pope. I'm like, is a fed. Is a fucking fed.
She really was. She literally became command.
I was like, is a fed. And so Noah's Obama's my Olivia Pope. And so I will remind every time someone brings up Scandal, I'll be like, oh, I just love Olivia Pope. I'm like, she's fed. Just reminding you.
Wait, what did she do?
Nafi.
You never watched it?
Nafi front and center.
Watch it.
I never watched it. I probably should watch it so I know what you guys are talking
Watch
about.
it.
But I
Watch
It
won't.
would give you a.
It is the
it
biggest, like, pro-black, like not pro-black, like actually being pro-black. It's like pro-black people being cops type shit, and like in the federal government.
Propaganda.
Yeah, that exists.
I have a confession.
What?
So, not last
I
summer,
just want to
whenever.
remind you real quick, Edith, you're the only white person on this panel, so not be.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I trust. I'm very, very aware.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a couple years ago, whenever Kamala was doing like rallies and stuff, I did go to one of her rallies
And you
in
twerked with
my
Megan Thee
city.
Stallion?
No, Olivia Pope was speaking.
Oh, so two cops,
So-
one room.
Yeah, I saw two cops.
Mm. Mm.
I just want to see what was going on, and then she was there, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. Never seen the show."
Take the communist sickle out your name.
Okay.
The okay spray me.
It's okay. It's okay, Edith.
Resistance.
It's okay. It's okay, Edith, because during the election, I was saying she was going to win because he's Jamaican, not Jamaican. We all have our faults. We all have our faults.
I'm not, chat.
Shut
I'm
up,
not
Malik.
bragging about seeing. I
Mute
just
your
No,
mic.
I won't. I will not.
Mute your mic right now.
You know exactly why I unmuted my mic. You know, I'm the only other Jamaican that can check you for that. That was awful.
I don't care.
Listen,
I don't care. I
Listen,
don't
as a
care.
Caribbean,
You know why?
as a fellow Caribbean, not Jamaica, as a fellow Caribbean, Goody did say we all need to make amends for our sins. That's what Goody was saying, and Goody was
Exactly.
admitting to her sins.
Exactly. I can admit to my sins. Because those same Jamaicans that would call her not Jamaican would also call me not Jamaican, really. So am I not Jamaican?
She's
Goody.
submitting to her sins. We all have sinned before, you know.
I got
Wait,
called
what's
a
that?
yank on a panel
Noah
this week.
voted for
Wait, not
Nancy
this week.
Pelosi
Last week.
twice.
3 times.
3 times. Sorry, excuse me.
What's the name of the dude who chastised Black Boy Max?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh,
You're not a diva.
Oh,
I love that shit.
do you know that because Zion and Noah were like, you know what, Buddy, you can call me a Black Boy. It's okay. They're like, I love that shit.
No, Bati Boy is so T. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, but you know why? No, because you know, when the gay people in Jamaica are also homophobic. So
No, that's the thing. That's what I was laughing at because it's the way that the gay people in Jamaica have reclaimed
we
the
literally
homophobic
have
anthem.
we reclaimed all of them. Chichiman, boom bye bye, all of them.
Yes.
All of them are the gay anthem in Jamaica now. If
No.
you play boom bye bye, Batman will start to whine.
It's the gayest man that will come out and sing it the most fervently.
They'll be like,
it's
yes,
it's
Papa.
beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful instances of linguistic reclamation I've ever seen in my life.
I was like reclaiming certain things, like what somebody was saying something. I was like, personally, as a sodomite, they're like, Woody. It's like, I said, oh, it's just personally, because that's the word for lesbians or
Alright,
people
what is
who sodomite. So they'll call gay men in Jamaica are called macho men, but if you're a woman in the LGBTQ, you're called a sodomite.
A sodomite?
Yes.
Jamaica
That's
makes
so funny.
makes no sense in the most sensible
See, it makes no
way.
sense, but it's so
It makes
funny.
no sense in the most sensible way. Like I know that statement might be a mindfuck, but if you've been to my island or read about it, it makes sense.
All right, I'm going to bed. I love y'all.
Love you, Ari.
Wow.
Not everyone.
Get though.
And I mean like in the bed way, like going to sleep.
Good night.
In the bed way, whoa.
Well, because
We
he said
catch up
he
in
said
another
night
live.
earlier, and it was confusing as fuck to me. Like,
The way Edith just slandered a black man's name
Oh my
and
God.
just put me out in the dirt like that, that's crazy.
it's because
Well, you already got me fired from my job, so I can't get fired again.
To be fair, I didn't know it was going to be that effective. Like, you told me you were unemployed. I didn't know they were going to send out the pink slip, like, as I sent the electronic message. That's my fault.
Yeah, pretty immediate. All right, Ari, go to bed.
Good night. All right, I love y'all. Was live way longer than I intended to be. 3 hours. I will not be live tomorrow because remember I'm taking off Tuesdays and Thursdays because I need to do homework and I need a break. So I will not be live tomorrow, but I will see you guys Wednesday where we will have our early live, and then we're gonna play video games. We're gonna play our next session of Silent Hill F. So I will see you guys there. I love you guys lots. If you guys won the book club raffle, I am getting through the messages. Please be patient with me. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Love you. Bye.